right here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get it nowhere else except one place, the Late Night Hype.
For an unforgettable experience. Get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get hype.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Late Night Hype. Skywalker Still, Big Game James, Low Nation, the voice About to give you all the real, the news, the updates with your Dallas Cowboys. You ready? Let's go.
I got flipped. Wrong my connection over there. What is up,
Hey, talk about
That Murphy.
oh Murphy. Hey, James, do me one favor, brother.
What's up, dog?
Come back in
Go out and come back in.
real fast.
All right, how do you want me to do it? Go out of all of it?
Just the Zoom.
Just the Zoom? Okay.
Hey, what's going on, Cowboys Nation? Listen, it's live. It's like live TV, right? And y'all like, where they at? Where are they at? We having a little bit of technical difficulties. Nothing major. We'll be back in here in about 2 seconds, literally. All right, maybe not literally. But in a few seconds, we'll be back in here with Big Game James. We just got to pull him back up. But, hey, man, welcome to the Late Night Hype. As we sift through this stuff here, how is everybody's evening? How's everybody's day going? I know it's been some crazy news that dropped today in college and around the league and what have you. And we'll touch on a lot of that today. But besides the snafu, how you doing, Law Nation?
Man, my cousin Murphy Law, he just wanted to jump
Man,
on.
your cuz
how
play
it
too
goes,
much, fam.
Shout out to Murphy, though. He holding it down,
Your cuz play too much, man.
Yeah. So, with that being
What?
said.
But guess what? Yes. What? We are back. We are back.
Are we good?
And I cannot believe, but here are my guys. Big Game James, Law Nation. We get the building. What up, squad?
What up, everybody? What up, man? There we
You
go.
gotta love it. You gotta love it, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. They still here. They still
okay.
kicking as usual, man. I
Why
love
the hell
us.
would y'all leave? It's the
You know
late night
you know how it is.
motherfucking hype.
It's a late night hype, man. Let's do this thing, man. Shout out to Quest 2, Dimitri, always a lady. Ready Red, Big DZ83, Cowboy Mike, DHC Matty Ice, Carlito, Ho,
Carlito.
T Smooth, Stevie Mac, the
Smooth.
Mod God, the Boys 2138, Andrew, Jawan, Boot Thing number 1. That's you. Your Boot Thing's number 1. I ain't going to
I'm Boothang. My Boothang
only
is
because
number
that's the first one. Like you was
She-
the first
that's- yeah.
first person to dub Boot
that's
Thing
that's the claim of the title.
So she gotta be
she
Boothang number
ne-
one.
Feel me? She Boothang number 1.
in Ohio. My Boot Thing's number 1 in PA.
I got
Back
you.
attack. Oh, come on. Law.
It's something wrong with
Cram.
Zoom. Zoom is refusing to stay up.
zoom,
It just
zoom.
crashing,
Listen,
Uh,
listen,
I
don't
don't
even
know.
move. This is what we gonna do.
Dame dropped 61.
Damn.
Shit. On
This-
my Mavs?
This is what we
It-
gonna
it-
do.
I'm gonna be Silver and Blue Nation then. How
Nah.
about that?
Nah. We just gonna have to take y'all
I
jobs.
still see Sir. We know who the hell you are.
Silver and blue, boy.
But we don't wanna-
What I believe, though.
But we don't want to
That's what I
confuse the new viewers.
Oh, well, we're just going to tell you all through the show.
Nah, I got
Silver
you.
Blue-
Your boys fixing this on the fly. We'll get through it. We'll sift through it. No big deal.
Donation.
Boom.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Free
we go.
speech.
As listen, I'm gonna let my man Big Game James Law Nation kind of take over this right quick as I fix these. I'm trying to fix us back together here so we make sure we straight. So, if y'all want to take it away with some of the news that hit
Okay,
today,
let's
you
talk
guys
about
can. We could talk about the Big Ten backing out.
it. Yeah, let's talk about it.
You wanna
'Cause I'm
start-
out here in Big Ten country.
You are out there in Big Ten country, man. So
I'm
how you
Big
feeling
Ten
about
country.
that? And let
I don't
everybody
like
know.
it. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But this is all I'm gonna say about it. When I see my little league football got canceled, I just feel like this is nothing but a legal issue. I think this is nothing but a situation where the NCAA doesn't happen to have one player. It only takes one player to get sick, have a pre-existing condition, go out there, play football, get hurt or something happen, then he pass out. God forbid, a death or something. Let's keep it real.
Right.
If something like that were happen, these colleges do not want to deal with that. And they don't want all that heat, that litigation, because as soon as something like that happens, the whole America's gonna be like, see, you didn't care about the kids. You should have had them sit. They don't want that kickback. They don't want that. They don't want to deal with that. So they're like, you know what? Let's be more safe than sorry. They want to play football. We all do, and they probably feel like nothing's really probably gonna happen, but it's just that one chance because of the way things are going, and this COVID thing is an unknown. So because it's unknown, it's almost like we got to do this because we don't know what's going to happen.
Yes,
Should take long.
indeed. And my take on this on Big Dime, right? That's what old boy would say. 9 dime, right? Big dime. Uh, it's exactly what Big Game James is echoing. They don't want to assume the risk, and a lot of times, I think the student athlete was talking about getting paid for their services, right? Being out there in the field. This opened up alleyways and doors for for them to get paid, because think about it, you can't have one without the other, and in this college land or landscape or what have you, you can't force kids to sign disclosures to be out there for scholarships when those classes probably would not exist, right? So there's so many nuances and implications with that. So I think that would have been the best move, instead of like, I guess if they're going to reach in their pocket and pay these college students, and they ain't going to do that. So that's what's going on.
So when we can probably say there's going to be no college basketball or college sports.
True.
In the fall.
I mean, safely. They're talking about pushing it Pac-10. Just Pac-10 and Big Ten both said they're looking at more spring. But then, I posted something on my page saying, the NFL draft is going to be around that time too. So they said that the draft can be pushed back no longer than June 5th. So they said they'd have to go back into the CBA and talk to the players to see if that could be moved back and pushed back if they have spring football, because it's going to interrupt the NFL draft, kind of correlation with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it's hard to monitor those kids, right? When we was in college, what have you, we used to do crazy things. We didn't adhere to health policies and guidelines as relates to being social distances and stuff like that. And I know that we didn't have a crazy virus going on, but we used to do crazy things. Have anybody heard of a keg stand turn upside down, pour that beer down you wore? You didn't care about your health at that time.
Listen, I personally don't think they care about their health right now.
No, they don't.
When you're 20,
they don't want the heat.
Well, what I'm saying is kids, the kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like the kids are probably just, listen, let's just be real. When you're that age, you feel like Superman. You feel invincible. You feel like nothing's going to touch you. So, excuse me. Woo. So what makes you think that they think something that's invisible, but is serious? What makes you think that's going to stop those kids from being, 18, 19 years old kids, 20-year-old kids? And we go, all right, Law. I thought Law cut out on me again.
Hey, man, this is total pandemonium.
It's about to be Law. It's about to be the late night hype with Silver Blue and Skywalker. You keep on cutting out, dog.
Well, do us a favor. Fall back on the blank screen for me right quick, and I'm gonna unplug something on my computer. Maybe we just go straight. We
straight right now though.
Now my internet is unstable. That's what it is. So
what you want to do?
I gotta stand up and go behind my computer right quick. So just
I got
lock me out right quick. Let me know when you did it.
Locked out. He's officially gone.
All right, I'm gone in the ether. Hold on.
Murphy. Yeah, man. But you know what? Like I said, I don't know why we didn't think this was going to happen. I mean, we seen the NHL, we seen the NBA function with bubbles. You know what I'm saying? We seen Major League Baseball have bumps. Whoa.
I'm about to mute Law. Go ahead, bro.
We seen Major League Baseball. You want me to go?
Yeah, you good. I muted.
Okay. We see Major League Baseball have bumps in the roads without a bubble. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't really have no preparations. Let's keep it real. What preparations did they set up for college? There was no preparations that they set up. They had more preparations for the NFL than they did college. It was kind of as it goes. College was not prepared for this. They were just going as it went. So, and now you see the SEC is like, we're going to play regardless, and maybe possibly the Big 12 and the ACC. So we're still looking to see if those teams will play. Jeff Kavanaugh, my dog, I don't know if you've seen this guy, but he made a tweet about, he said, The Rock, go ahead and get that XFL together and get them guys that are already talking about going to play football, sign them boys up. Because if you going all the way to the spring, I mean, it's almost like, why you got to play by then? I'm not trying to play by then. If it's by spring and the draft is going to come up and mess up my stock or injury, I'm chilling.
This feels like what's gonna happen, or what has happened already in basketball. You've seen not a lot. You've seen some players already talk about, hey, I'm going to the G League, right? One of those top recruits was like, I'm just gonna go right to the G League. I'm not even gonna play around with this thing. You've seen already in college football, these people are saying, I'm not playing. It's just too much uncertainty.
Top players are opting out.
I know, I'm gonna be a first round pick. Why would I mess around with this? So I think college, this is just a start with college. And listen, a lot of people love college. I like college. I'm
not crying over it.
But I'm not crying, but I get it though. You know what I'm saying? People there are people who love college football more than they love anything. Mm-hmm. And I feel for those people for sure. But the minute that it hits the NFL, if it hits the win or whatever, it hits the NFL is when I'm really going.
That's when you'll feel it. I'm like you, Sky. It's like not killing me. Like, I got people out here in Columbus. We got Ohio State University. These people are going nuts out here that they ain't got no damn college football. Come on, man. Y'all can figure it out, man. Look, they ain't playing, man. Get over. I don't think they ain't playing. Okay.
I don't think they playing.
So they're going crazy. I'm back, baby.
Back, bro.
I mean, they're going nutty because they can't play football. I'm like, you'd be all right. It's okay. But like I said, if I was a college athlete right now, this is the year that you can get away with it, and you don't think them college athletes ain't looking at it. This is the year that this ain't going to be held against me because this is the COVID year. So why would I go out there if y'all going to wait till the spring and go out there and risk my draft status or anything like that? I'm just not going to play because at the end of the day, if I'm a Trevor Lawrence or anything like that, you complain about you ain't playing.
He wants to play.
But you still going to be a top player.
Yeah, he wants to play.
Your stock ain't dropping.
But you know what though, bro? That's the love of the game.
I feel
for these kids, they it's not money. They don't get money yet, and maybe they just ain't think like somebody like Trevor. Again, I'm not trying to judge the bull because I don't know his life, but I'm pretty sure he's probably well off. I could be wrong, but he's probably not sweating money. You know what I mean? So he's like, man, I want to play. This is what I love to do. This is my passion. It's football. I want to play. When you got other people who are probably, man, it's my ticket. I ain't risking my. You know what I'm saying? I'm not risking my ticket, so I'm going to sit out. You got something there, Law?
No. I'm just feeding off of what you guys were saying. I think you're saying the kids want to play, they don't want to play, some want to play, some don't.
Yeah.
They do have $1 million at stake, right? Meaning that
this is just the year that they can get away with it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like if any kid was to say, this is the year that I want to chill, like I said, I've been seeing like this past week, you've been seeing top players in college saying, I'm not playing because they're probably looking at it like, I'm not risking this. It's already going on. So this is the year that I can step back and say, hey, I'm chilling. You seen what the NFL players were doing. They called it out. They were saying, NFL players were saying, hey, I'm worried about getting cut. I'm chilling. I'm opting out. You know what I'm saying? Or I might try to hedge away a contract. So it's not like these players ain't looking at it in the NFL. So you don't think in college they're thinking the same thing?
Right. And honestly, they probably got their motivation from the NFL players. Let's be honest.
Right. They probably saw them like, I'm chilling too.
Yeah. Shout out to Philly. Philly Fanatic said, love the show, guys. 3 solid football minds. Appreciate that, man. We fans, like man.
That.
But
solid football mind. I feel good. Let me tap my head.
Yeah, appreciate that. Shout out to you, Jay, Kid Rasco. I didn't get a chance to go through all the names because of the snafus, but I appreciate everybody in the chat today. A couple of fans are talking about the bubbles that the Cowboys are putting together. Yeah, which I love to hear that. That's a sign of leadership. And who knows if it's going to work? But the good thing about it is that they're trying to implement a plan to stay safe and be ready for the season. So that makes me excited. Anything like that come out the Cowboys from the news cycle, to me, feel good about it.
I feel good about it because I don't feel Jason Garrett been doing that shit. Jason Garrett been sitting on there. Nah. Jason Garrett been social distancing like a mother sucker. We need a social distance, guys. Hey, like Law said, hey guys, we need a social distance. We need to make sure we stay away from each other. Got to stay safe and protect. Mike McCarthy said, hey man, I don't give a hell. Let's get your ass in that bubble. Let's learn these plays. Let's get this together because I don't care if COVID's going on. We're trying to get a chip. That's what I'm talking about, Carthy.
How you doing, guys?
I had to take mines down. I'm gonna switch it real quick. I'm gonna switch it because I had the YouTubes all backwards. It's just
It's crazy.
Man. It's crazy.
Leadership is everything that's been showed and displayed with this team, and this is a brand new situation, brand new fit. And when you think about it, they're gonna have to hold everybody accountable within the leadership, within the locker room, within who is the person that's going to be able to tell people what to do and when to do and how to do. And the greatest thing of it all is going to display this magical word called integrity. That's what you're doing when nobody's watching, nobody's looking. And I think, and I can have a certain feel or a vibe that this team is learning those things in the design. And I'm not saying it because he's a brother, but it's from your boy.
I told you. I told you you was gonna get yourself in trouble, Jay Farm. Jay Farm up in here already.
Big game, James. You in trouble, man.
James,
I'm not worried about that.
I got you, James.
Thank you. I appreciate you. You know I ain't scared of none of you mother suckers.
Hey, Jay Farm came in on one of my comments and said, "You know what, Scott? I'm gonna resubscribe to your channel, but y'all got on Jason Garrett. I had to unsubscribe." I said, "Damn."
Hey, that's all good. Hey, I had somebody that said they was going to unsubscribe to me because I said something about Jason Witten.
Hey, he probably's messing around.
I said, bye. He said, I don't like the way you talking about Witten. Unsubscription, bye. I said, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Hey, before we go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm going to say, James, people act like you've been following the Cowboys just because Jason Witten. You knew all about the Cowboys before Jason Witten.
You feel me? I knew when they had David LaFleur.
Right.
Doug Cosby.
That's you, yeah.
Go tell them some more about them tight ends. Go.
Feel me?
Yeah, you know it's crazy. You can't talk bad about Jay Witt.
No, Jason Witten, I said you're a Hall of Famer, dog. But guess what? You was selfish, and it don't look weird that you in a Raiders uniform. Not to me.
Here it comes.
Bye. And I don't want your autograph like the dude said. He said, "Oh, don't be asking me for his autograph." I don't want no Jason Witten autograph.
Wait, now, James.
I don't want his autograph, dog.
And so if Jason Witten was like, "All right, so you're up next," you'd be like, "Man, go on the hell ahead."
Man, I'm not saying in line.
Yo,
I'm on my kids.
Damn, you that mad at Jay Witt?
I'm just saying, Scott, like we know, once we get in media, we don't look at them players all like that. You feel me?
True.
So we don't get stargaze. You feel me?
No. I'm not saying you're right. You're right. Not saying get stargaze, but
yeah,
I definitely take a Jay Witt autograph.
I'm sorry.
Unless it was money later on, that's why I do it.
I'm gonna get stargaze whenever I bump into Michael Irvin.
Yeah, that's my favorite player all the time. So
I'm gonna give him a hella dap. I'm taking a picture. Don't let me front.
Yeah. I'm gonna be stargaze whenever I bump into Michael Irvin. I'm gonna try to match his sweat intensity. You know what I'm saying?
Not happening. That mother trucker, he be fine. Be on air.
Lord, hey,
fam. He might still be on that booger sugar
like that. That's horrid sweat.
He might be on that booger sugar. Nah, that's not Mike. I'm playing. Come on the show, Mike. I'm sorry.
Come on to the show, man.
Come on, Mike.
You can't say that. You better edit that. Cut that part out.
He on that what that?
Yes, indeed.
Hey, let's get back to some news around the league. All right, man. NFC East news, man. Darius Geis.
Wow.
Gone from the Redskins. Was arrested on domestic charges?
Domestic violence charges. I think it was strangulation. I think it was he held her. Like, what was that, when you imprisonment or something like that? Where they let him go? Yeah, I think that was a charge too. He had like 5 charges.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, anything like that, that's instant gone.
He was supposed to be there, running back of the future. What was the 2nd round pick?
I believe so.
First round.
And he was injured his first year. He showed a little bit last year. And I think they were looking for him to take over the reins because, Adrian Peterson, they still had him, but they were looking for guys to kind of be that guy, especially with the new regime with Rivera being there. But
yeah, they drafted that cat from Memphis, but he don't really got much experience.
Right.
They got Love still, don't they?
Bryce Love, who had a bad knee injury, and
Did he play any last year?
No, he IR'd the whole thing. If I'm not mistaken.
Maybe they'll look at Bryce Love because Bryce Love's legit, I think.
boy cold with it. If he
I-
can stay healthy.
I'm not saying he's that,
No, I'm not
15.
knocking on Bryce.
but
I like
I
Bryce at
think
Stanford.
he's if you mix him with Adrian Peterson, I think that could be a good mix.
Yeah, I would rank their running back group dead last in the East, though.
Yeah, I would too.
So,
Wait a minute, old man Peterson talking about he coming for
I don't give a
Emmitt
good
Smith?
goddamn
Man, he can
about.
shut the hell up. Get your damn act together.
You know what? Peterson got like one good run against us since he's been a Redskin. Well, good game. I'm sorry, good game. One good game.
What's he got? Like 11,000?
He's close. He's up there, top 5
You
now. I
need
think.
7 more. You need 7,000 more yards, dog. You ain't playing 4 more years.
Eduardo said
Washington Redskins your last team.
he said he think they can go after Freeman, but I wouldn't touch Freeman with a 10-foot pole until I absolutely had to.
Devontae Freeman.
Yeah.
His body all broke up.
Yeah, and I don't even think he wants to play. Wasn't he talking about like
Oh,
retirement or something?
Cause he probably can't walk.
Yeah.
Good dude, man.
Prince said they're dead last in the league. Shout out to you, Texas Bread. Oh, I ain't see you in a minute, Texas Bread.
Yeah.
The bread.
Is that TX?
Yeah.
My dog, 83.
Yup.
What up, big dog?
Shout
Yeah,
out to you.
you jumped in and out.
What's up,
on
Mel?
us.
Yeah. But you
Happy
know
birthday,
what?
Jessica and DH Henry. DC.
DHC.
Matty
Matty Ice.
Matty Ice.
Let's call it Matty
It's his
Ice.
birthday tomorrow.
Shout out to the boys.
Jessica's
Too.
birthday was a few days ago, but shout out to y'all. Happy birthday to y'all.
Indeed,
Wow.
man. Before we get into our news, there was a little bit of other news. I don't know if y'all. I mean, I probably don't care that much, but I like Lamar Miller, man. And Lamar Miller got signed by the Patriots to go be in that crowded backfield and be a part of that group, which may suit him the best. Because anytime you ask Lamar
Well,
Miller
cut.
to be a bell cow, dude get hurt.
Yep.
You get hurt.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
fantasy, there's a lot of fantasy players out there, me included. And I think, when healthy, Lamar Miller is a productive player. Do you think Lamar Miller helps ease what they lost over there in New England, which was a whole lot?
I agree with you, Scott. I like Lamar Miller. It's going to be interesting because he had that he tore his knee up against us, right?
I think the Achilles. Yep.
Achilles, right?
First game.
But guys can recover from the
Third.
Achilles, and he did it like in preseason. So that, if anything, that helped him because that was aiding his recovery. So he should be pretty much at full strength. I think the Patriots suit him because, like you said, he's not a bell cow runner. He's that one-cut guy. So he's not a guy that you have to feed. You can play a two-back system with him, and actually he will probably be better because if he still has that speed and his knee is fully back, you can run some other running backs and just bring him in, boom, gone, 50, 60-yard run, and you can throw him in the passing game. So I like the pickup. Patriots are always smart. They know what they're doing. They always know what kind of talent to keep that fits their system.
You know what's funny about the Patriots law? And this is warranted. This is rightfully so. They can sign any goddamn body off the street, and people be like, you know what? That's a smart-ass move, New England.
You trying to fade me right now?
No, because I think it's a smart move. You know what made me
But you're right.
You know
You're
what
right
made me
like a
think of that?
motherfucker. Excuse me, my sucker.
You know what made me think of that? Michael
Who's that?
Jackson. Not that one. The Michael
know.
Jackson that we drafted that the
Came from the Lions
Patriots
and they
traded
got
for.
him.
And now everybody like, oh, Bill Belichick, he's a smart motherfucker. Man, this is Michael Jackson's fourth team.
Why did we get rid of him though?
I like
That
Mike.
is so damn dumb. Him and the other cat that went to the
don't do it. Don't do it. Charvarius Ward.
Tre'Davious Ward,
Ward, yeah.
he had a good ass ceiling, and when we cut him and got that offensive lineman from the KC Chiefs,
Trust
I
me,
about
man.
stuck my finger down my throat and just wanted to throw up 17 times.
Yeah, listen, I'm
17
getting
times for
frustrated
your
right
mind.
now, man.
Yeah, I like Mike. Mike was a guy. I don't know why they kept putting him out there on punt returns and kickoff returns when we was out there in Oxnard because he couldn't catch it. But overall, he was a talented defensive back. I just think that he got to get his feet up under him, and he had to get used to the playing at the NFL speed. But for the life of me, it was
He didn't even get a
mind-boggling.
chance.
Let him go.
He didn't even get a chance.
Right.
And Chris Rashard was the one pumping him up. I like the long arms. I love his body. I love all this and all
I don't think
that
that was
he got cut.
I don't think that was a Chris Richard move, fam. I don't think it was. You know why? Because we always talked about, well, at least I do. I don't believe Chris Richard was. Listen, you can, not you, but y'all out there can say what you want to say about Chris. I totally understand the frustration. If you want to be frustrated with him, but let's not act like it was all bad with him. He did turn Byron Jones into an All-Pro. 2018 was a good year from the secondary. However, he never, in my opinion, got a real opportunity to bring in his guys. Michael Jackson was his 5th round guy. And so I have a hard time believing that he was like, you know what? I don't want him anymore. I think it came down to a Michael Jackson law and somebody else. Taco Charlton. You know what I'm saying? That's what it came down to. We're going to see if we can get something out of our 1st round pick, and we're going to get rid of our 5th rounder.
Who's the slow guy we had? He wore number 32. He had the dreads. Is it a Lumba?
Oh, a Lumba. I like the Lumba.
I don't even know why they got rid of him.
They didn't get rid of him. You talking about when Richard was here? They didn't get rid of him. He was on the practice squad.
Saying they just got rid of him recently.
Yeah, but you're right, because I think you got these new coaches, right?
Yeah.
I think they want their guys.
Their guys.
And we've seen that they went out and got their guys pretty much.
Yeah.
They went out and got all their guys they wanted.
That makes sense. I like the Lumba. I wish he
too.
never got a chance to show. It's like, he never got a chance. They kept on saying, oh, he ain't the fastest guy. Well, we seen plenty of cornerbacks in the league. They ain't the fastest guy still playing the league.
True.
Shout out to Charles Bridges, always dropping love, man. Appreciate you, man.
Holla, yes. I shout out for the holla, big
app.
Dog. I love Cash. He the Cash App man.
Yeah, he the Cash
said
App
no
king.
percent, 30% YouTube, no percent on the Cash App. Feel me? Feel me?
And real quick, got some news from Sosa.
Juwan James, that's my dog. I love Juwan. I love you, dog. Do you?
Sosa has dropped the nugget here, Law and James. We may be having the next guest on.
Wow.
I can't divulge the name right now to the viewers, but just stay tuned. Law, you reached out to him, and he trained he trained somebody. So
okay, so we know now. Yeah, that's all you had to say. Train. That's all you had to say. Code word train. I already know now.
Yeah,
that's Sosa.
Stuff, baby.
I love you, dog.
That's Sosa, man. You're beast.
Jessica with the $5. Hey,
shout out to
Sosa,
the donations.
I got a guy for you too that I want. Sosa, if you listen, I got a guy I want to holler at you afterwards because I hit him up and I think you could seal the deal. So I'll talk to you afterwards.
Indeedy, man. Indeedy.
In the bucket. Yes,
all right, let's get to some
Sosa's
cow.
the closer.
Oh yeah.
Ain't he? Like we could start with the pitcher. I might start out do 5 innings, 6 innings.
So Sosa the Sandman.
He come right in and be like, Mr. Sandman. Made me a dream, and he just be striking motherfuckers out. K.
Go, my bro, right there. Shout out to you, man.
Hey, Scott. Before you get into that, I just have to bring up this with the Washington team.
Okay.
They reinstated or they elevated Reuben Foster, and I think that he is the running back of the linebackers. I think that Reuben Foster, I love him coming out of college, what have you, and he's talented as all get out. You know, he didn't miss a beat over there in 49ers land.
Oh, you talking about the boy from the Niners?
Yeah. So that front four, the coach, and those linebackers,
they're going to be tougher. We said that though.
Honestly,
we said that when we did our NFC East. We said it that the Washington Redskins. Everybody talking about us in Philly. You better watch the Redskins because River area. I'm just saying because he's that defensive guy. He's going to have that defense. Now they may struggle on some offense. Getting Alex Smith helps them because we'll have to see how he's really back from that injury. But the leadership. But I think that defense that defense is going to be something to reckon with.
I love defense. I can't wait to see that defense.
I think their front is going to be a challenge. Their secondary is awful.
Yeah.
It's awful.
But you know what make up on the secondary though, Scott. You know the makeup is the front four and the front 7, what have you. You know.
I understand.
I think that was a good coach for them.
Oh my God, yes. I told my uncle's a big Redskins fan.
They needed that
or
type
a big
of coach.
Washington fan, whatever the hell you want to call him now. I told him straight up. I said that was a great hire. I think he can come in and change your culture. You know how we talked about can you overcome your management, right? You need 3 things in the NFL, in my opinion, to be a consistent contender. You need a general manager or a front office. You need a head coach, and you need a quarterback. Dallas, in my opinion, had only really one of those things since 2006. And, well, I don't want to discredit Parcells. So since 2007. And it's not too many quarterbacks that are going to be able to overcome mediocre to bad coaching plus mediocre to bad general management. And in Washington right now, I think they got one of those three, and that's the head coach. Now, can they get the quarterback? And if you can get two of those three, you may be able to overcome whatever your deficiency is. We've seen it in the league. We've seen it. I mean, I can go to the Bears.
It can happen instantly.
With what's the Bulls' name? Rex Grossman.
Right?
Right?
Rexy.
Baltimore did it. They didn't. Buccaneers did it. The Panthers did it. They went to the Super. Not with Cam, but with Delhomme. These teams were consistently good around these times because they had two of those three things. But if you get all three, then you become the Chiefs. You become the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? You become the Colts at one point. Remember when the Colts were just amazing for years? The Steelers. I can go on and on.
Yeah, and then speaking of that, the thing is with the defense guy in big game, James, it travels. So
yeah, but
and I think they open up with a division game. Redskins, the Washington team play the Eagles, right? Week 1.
Yeah, they do.
So the Eagles gonna start off 0-1.
Yeah,
because they're gonna have that defense on them, baby.
Well, we'll see.
I don't know about that. I hope.
I'm already predicting.
Because we gotta understand this COVID season. He's getting a whole new everything in COVID season, so they're gonna be slow. Man, hey, let me tell you something, Law. Damn a Redskin. I hate the Eagles, but I hate the Redskins.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm giving all the flowers to Rivera, right? But come on. The Skins are not a good team. Like, I don't care how good your front seven is, fam. They are deficient in a lot of places, and particularly at quarterback. Speaking of which, their coach came out and said that Alex Smith is going to be competing. So we talked about it a few weeks ago.
He's starting.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the Bulls, so you ain't gonna get that out of me.
He's starting. He just said it.
He gonna get out of me, man.
Alex Smith he's starter.
Hey, man. All right, let's get into some Cowboy news real quick as we come out of this quick little.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, Terry Turney said stop saying Redskins. It's the Washington football team. I'm sorry.
All right, y'all. I don't care about that Washington football team, that WTF. Man. Listen, no. I have to start off the Cowboys part of the show with the guy who's been keeping us entertained, in my opinion, over the last few goddamn days. And before I say his name, I'm going to just say this right here.
Can't get no more free, Randy. Can't get no more free, Randy.
Can't get no more free, Randy. Randy freaking Gregory, fam.
Wow.
Whoa. You know what? Good for you, Randy. Good for you.
Was it really good for him?
Good for what he supposed to do? He been doing
y'all don't
everything.
Hear what I gotta say on this, man.
I do. This is why we on the show, fam. We want to hear what you gotta say. He's doing everything so he's doing everything in his power to get reinstated. And did he get pissed off and lashed out online? He did. He probably shouldn't have did that. I will admit he probably shouldn't have did that. This is like the Jamal Adams all over again. We're like, shut up, get offline. Maybe you'll be here. But how is he supposed to reach out to this dude? And is this dude part of the PA or is he just a rep? Like he's just the middleman.
What the hell he is? He was blocker.
He dropping the ball. That's what he is.
What you guys say about it though, James?
Lord, first of all my Cowboys fans, please forgive me. Lord, forgive me as well. But I don't give a hell about this shit no more.
About Randy?
Okay? This Randy Gray situation, I don't give a hell about it no more. Okay. If he plays, great. Let's do this. If he don't, oh well. And it's not being insensitive to his situation. But this is since 2015, this is going on year in and year out. And all I'm saying is I'm not saying the NFL is right or the commissioner or none of that. But I'm just saying from my perspective, after you've been suspended this many times, I just feel like they're looking at it like we ain't rushing to get you all this and that. We ain't rushing to get you reinstated. I don't know who this hedge dude is supposed to be helping them. And I heard Randy said, I'm not looking for any favors. I'm not looking for it. I get that. But at the end of the day, you talking on Twitter, and I ain't hating on you. You talking on Twitter though? What if Roger Goodell see that? You know what I'm saying? That's
he definitely see it.
That's just one more thing he can use against you to make your ass sit longer. So I understand the frustration, but at the end of the day, been suspended 4 times. So if you jumping out on Twitter and saying anything now, he just gonna look at you like, yeah, whatever. Okay, well you just gonna still continue to wait. So my thing is this: I hope it can happen because he can be a player that can really help the boys. We saw what he did in 2018. We saw what he could do in 20. We saw it. We know the talent anyway. We was talking off air. We've been on Randy Gregory's talent, but I'm just not jumping up and down no more about this situation.
Man, I'm jumping up and down.
I'm not,
man.
I'm tired of hearing about it.
I'm just
tired of talking about it every damn year.
The docile mind of Randy Gregory for these first few years was the main issue. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. When you see Anthony, AB, Antonio Brown, I literally saw the NFL says it's all about the integrity of the shield. It's all about the shield. You can literally type in AB's name and you can find him farting in the face of of a doctor, a medical doctor, right?
That was funny.
Yeah, then you can see him calling the police, cussing out his baby mama. And you can't find no video like that of Randy get down Gregory. You know what I'm saying? You can't find stuff like that. And they talking about reinstating the Dunbar kid, the Quentin Dunbar. He's off the situation. He's back playing. I don't know what happened with him, but we know what happened with the other situation with the Tyreek Hill punching his fiance or baby mama in the stomach. Whether or not it's before or after the season, what have you. But it's the reality of it is that those boys are able to play. And you mean to tell me that all of a sudden the NFL or whoever the PA gives you a rep and that rep is not representing you the 100% the proper way, not getting your paperwork in on time, not doing this and not doing that? Look, Randy Gregory need to be on the field because the only thing he did was smoke a little here and there, to relax his mind. They did say that he had reports that he was bipolar, right? Yeah. And on one of those situations that he got cited for was this right here. He was actually in rehab, didn't show up to the test because he's in rehab, and they fined him for that. What kind of foolish stuff that is? That's not fair. That's not right. The guy's getting rehabilitated, and they say, well, you didn't show up for the meeting. So we're going to slap this suspension on you failed the drug test when he didn't really fail the drug test. That's crazy. I think the NFL did a disservice against him, and as well as with his representative from the NFLPA. Let that brother play.
It don't feel right. It don't smell right. It doesn't make sense, and nobody's talking about it. That's why I said I'm not mad at Randy for doing what he did, because who else is speaking up for him? Nobody is outwardly saying, what are you doing, NFL, with this guy who is not in trouble for beating up anybody, who is not out in bar fights, who is not having any domestic abuses, whose problem, like you said, is legitimate, and his self-medication is something that's legal in the United States. It just makes no sense. Now, back when this was illegal in the States, and it still is kind of, technically it's not illegal in the league anymore, if I'm not mistaken. I think you're actually allowed to smoke now.
Yeah.
So
that's one of the things that was passed. They're not going to test you.
Right. So back when it was illegal, I said, hey, Randy, that's on you, man. I understand you got things that you need to fix, and that's why you need to tell your team, I got to check out because I'm not there right now. This is what I need to do to get my mind right, and it's not allowed in the league, so I got to step back. Now it's allowed. So what the hell is the holdup? And we saw Patrick Walker say he believes that Randy will play because it was trending that way. Now, I would love to see what pastors say now since Randy spoke out. But, come on, man. Like you said, we've seen AB. We've seen him.
But, Scott, let me ask you this. Didn't Pat already also say that the NFL was just sitting there putting it on the side and said, we just chilling? He did also say that.
He said we got more things to worry about.
Yeah.
That's why I'm mad about the AB.
But AB,
so they got a
suspended
chance
AB.
to go down. Say again.
They suspended. They got a chance to get around the AB. And what's the cat's name? The receiver, Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Law. I'm sorry.
No. You put it right there on the map.
Y'all both made great points, And like I said, I'm not. If Randy
Is it
Gregory's on the team, great. But I guess I'm just tired of hearing about this in the news year in and year out.
But
I
what
get
it
it,
is that
James.
the optics says it's okay to be on, social media and farting in the face of the doctor, and also calling out your baby mama, cussing her left and right, having the police out there. It's okay to do that, but it's not okay to roll one.
I mean, I totally agree. I ain't hating on the 420.
One second.
All participants are muted, and they can unmute themselves.
Disregard that, everybody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never hating on the 420, so I ain't even hating on that. But you understand where I'm coming from, Law? I understand all your points, and I agree. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I don't. But do you understand my point? Is just I'm just tired of hearing this year in and year out, and I'm always wondering, like, what else? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's just year in and year out. It's like the same thing. Randy Gregory playing, Randy Gregory not playing. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that
I just
part.
want this thing to get over with, get on the field, and stay on the damn field. Because, dog, it ain't like you like 22 no more.
How old is he?
Like 27, 28 now.
I mean,
30.
That part I get, but again, it's news. It's the Cowboys. We gotta deliver it to them. So we can't always just be, screw it. I don't want to hear about it all the time. But I get your frustrations with it. But I mean, he spoke out. You posted about it, so clearly, you know what I'm saying? It's something that's on your mind
it's
about
Cowboys
it.
news. I gotta post that.
I'm just saying.
you know I gotta post that hot wetness.
But the reason why I think it's interesting, because if he is reinstated, I'm showing a lot of his highlights. Well, really his only highlights.
He never played.
I mean, let's be real. It's
2018,
really
only year you can write down.
It's only his only highlights. But I'm playing these, but you can see the talent, man, and that's the thing.
Damn Ben.
And Vach likes to call it the toxic DNs, the toxic DEs, because you got the Randy Gregory, you got Tyron Crawford, you got Alden Smith, like this some toxicity in there.
That right side is nutty.
But if you get them healthy and on the field, that's a force to be reckoned with. So I would love to see him. I would love to see it. Yeah. Hey, we got the line. 701-802-5083, access code 5339757. Somebody was in here. We did. Yep. We got 224 in, man. 224, what's up? You on the show?
What's going on, gentlemen? This is Eldorado.
What's up, Eldorado?
How you doing?
Chilling. Yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely agree with y'all with the Randy Gregory situation. I do believe, like Law said, the squeaky wheel, something, I don't know, he get the water. I never heard that expression before.
No water squeaking no wheel, dog.
Yeah.
We'll make the wheel work.
I think it does come to a point, though, where, like, it does get too much. Goodell has proven time before that he doesn't like to be called out. So I think this is only really just hurting his chances. However, regarding the NFL, I don't think they have anything more to gain but just letting him play. Like I think the longer they keep this going, it's just going to come back to them at the end. What do y'all think?
Do you think, I'm going to ask all you guys, do you think he might have some type of lawsuit on his hands if he's not allowed back in the league?
I mean, doesn't it look like he has to go that route, especially if his player representative's not doing his job, that he has to go the legal route to get back on the field?
Looking that way.
Yeah, I mean, they should put him out there on the field. It's kind of sort of like the Ezekiel Elliott situation, right? It kept on dragging this on. Let's do an investigation of the investigation.
Crazy.
And it kept dragging this thing out. When all of this could have been nipped in the bud when they reinstated Alden, they should have said, "Hey, we got two for the price of one. We reinstated Alden and Randy. Let's get this."
But did Randy put his paperwork in, but at the same time Alden did though? Because they said he did that before that.
He probably gave his paperwork
Randy
to his
hadn't
PA.
put his paperwork in. Is that on his rep's fault then?
See, I heard the other way too. I heard that Randy did put the paperwork in. So I don't know what the hell to think, man.
Oh, okay. Because that's what I thought. I thought they were saying that he didn't put the paperwork in, and that's why Alden got put in, because he put his paperwork in ahead of time.
Yeah.
And they said Randy had not. So I wonder if that falls on his representative, because it's not him putting in the paperwork in, it will be his rep then, right?
So
maybe that's why he might be beefing.
Maybe that's why he's pissed.
Maybe that's why he's beefing.
He said sometimes it's your own, it's the people that you pick. Yeah,
shout out to your Philly Notion.
The people on your side are the ones. Whatever he said in that tweet. We need to get Randy on the show. Randy,
I was just about to say
come
that.
on out to the show.
Hey,
okay.
do we get your question?
Boy, protected.
We get your question there, Eldorado.
Yes, sir. Yes, y'all did.
All right, brother.
Hey, appreciate you,
Appreciate you, bro.
Is it Eduardo?
Eduardo.
Oh, damn, I didn't mean to mess your name up. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you good, man.
I like him.
Oh yeah, awesome fan. Shout out to Philly Notion dropping the $5 donation. He says, "Sky, just showing love. Don't get it twisted though. Your team is hella trash."
Philly Notion, bring your ass on over here and give a $5 holler over here too. You throwing out $5 hollers, need to be $15 hollers to us all Cowboys. You know you love us. $5 over here.
I went over to his
$5 at law.
I was over on his channel the other day. I saw him going streaming live. I had to jump in there. I didn't go full Philly Notion on him, but I did go in there and say, "I see you, Philly Notion."
I love you.
I said DC. I said DC4L. I just said DC4L. I could have been like, "Your team hella trash." You know, he coming in and talking about
He knew what it meant though.
Yeah,
he knew exactly what it meant when you seen it.
Yeah, he's funny, man.
I gotta check him out. I
love Philly Notion.
We get 903 in here real quick. Then we gonna move on and talk about some linebacker stuff, man.
Oh man.
903, what's up?
Hey guys.
Ooh.
Jessica, happy birthday.
Turn up.
Thank you guys for the shout out.
Rest in peace to the people with earphones in.
And Randy Gregory is not trash. So all of you that's sitting up here trending, talking about he's a bum. No, he's not. Randy, we need Randy on that D-line to help Law. So I agree with you, Big James, when you say he was going ham. I was glad that I liked it what you said. I mean, I retweeted it, and I was like, what in the world? This dude sitting up there, and then he tried to come back when he put him on blast. You lied to this man. You ignoring this man. He letting everybody know how that man was treating him. And then, like today, y'all, I got upset because I saw this troll, this media man, I don't know what this man, Todd, whatever his name is, trying to put Dak on blast. Somebody Dak says, I said, roll up, bro. This fake news. Because everybody know Dak don't be in no mess, no drama. So why you trying to put something on Dak? Why you got these trolls on here trolling and bad-mouthing Dak, telling him he needs to worry about football and not Jalen Jones? First of all, I ain't never seen Dak say nothing or seen him tweet nothing. So these people need to stop lying and try to put stuff on Dak. All you haters just mad because y'all know Dak's finna blow up. Boom, y'all. Leave him alone, as well as the team.
That's right, Jess. Okay, I almost thought I had to. Okay, Jess.
Almost had to
I see y'all.
Appreciate you, Jess.
I love you, Jess.
You cannot mess with Dak Prescott on her watch.
Nobody can ever listen. If you come on this show and you say one thing about Dak Prescott, you must not have been in my show the other day because he said something about Dak Prescott. I said, you lucky Jessica ain't here because she'd ruin the whole show. She'd just tell you, you suck. Get him
let me turn you back up.
Don't ever bring him on the show again.
Was Jess in the chat?
No, she wasn't. She would have killed him if he was.
Yeah, she would kill him.
She would have ate him up.
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm not even going to defend Dak no more. What? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna call 903.
I got somebody.
I got somebody right for you.
I got somebody for you.
Mm-hmm. She gonna come right on in.
I ain't scared of you, mother.
I ain't scared. Let's do this thing. Shout out to you, Jess.
I love you. Happy birthday.
It's her birthday?
Happy birthday to you.
No, it was her birthday like 2-3 days ago.
Okay, well, happy belated birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Solo album coming out. Late.
Happy birthday.
The late night hype.
Yes.
We too much, man. We too much.
Shout out. I see that number right there. I already know who that is.
Who that?
Is that 9 dime?
No. I see 832. I believe I see.
Hey,
go ahead.
I don't see nothing.
Is that a VA?
Yeah, we'll find out.
How the hell you see 832?
I ain't see nothing come up in there. All got that vision.
Yeah. The eye for your mind.
All right, look, man. I posted this little video the other day about LVE as he came out and he gave us a little update and everything, right? He gave us a little update on his neck, and honestly, that wasn't even really the thing that got me most excited. Be real, because the way I've been kind of operating in my head about LVE is that, listen, we're not really going to know about his health until he hits somebody. Like that just is what it is. And so I'm going to take him at his word and we're going to rock out. But what got my attention is when he brought up something we talked about on this show, something we talked about on our own shows, moving him to middle linebacker. He came out, he confirmed, Law and James, that he will be the middle linebacker going into the season, and that, quote, he's going to be in the box more and Jalen Smith's going to be out the box more, basically being the outside linebacker or possibly that designated pass rusher. Before I give my thoughts on all that, I'm going to ask you guys and everyone in the chat how y'all feel about LVE in the middle and then Jalen on the outside playing the will.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it because when I look at Jalen Smith, I love you, Jalen. I ain't saying nothing about you. I just say you're Hollywood. That's all I say. But when I see a Jalen Smith and I see a LVE, whenever I see LVE, I always see him on football stuff. Nothing hating on Jalen Smith because I love what he does.
I see what you're saying.
I always see LVE on football stuff. I always see him trying to talk to Sean Lee and pick that brain. I always see that. He's the type of dude that studies early in the morning. He type of dude get up at 6 in the morning with wifey and be like, babe, cut me some orange juice, some eggs, and some sausage and some bacon. I got to study and get this daggone lineup together because we got to be fierce. That's what I think of LVE. I feel like he's like that. So that's what gets me excited because he's making the calls and he has the size. He has the size of Luke Kuechly or
Brian
Urlacher that was in the middle. You get what I'm saying? And what I think is going to be even better, I think he'll make other people better around him. I think this will make Jalen Smith better. We talked about it, Skywalker. We talked about it, Law, how we said he's more like the heat-seeking missile. Let him be that heat-seeking missile and zone in because his pass rushing ability is really good for the linebacker spot. So I think it just frees up. And then you possibly got a Sean Lee maybe on the outside or a Joe Thomas. I think it just goes hand in hand. I love the move. And here's the thing I like also. I think Mike Nolan still be interchangeable and still be mixing it up because it's not going to be one thing. And I think that's what gets me excited about defense is not going to be one thing that you see every single down. It's going to be mixture. It's going to be confusion. It's going to be complexitority. Is that a word? Complexitority.
It's a word tonight.
I just made one up.
It's a word tonight.
Complexitority. That's what's going to happen.
Complexitority. Yo, we about to hashtag that. Complexitority.
Complexitority.
What kind of defense y'all playing? 3-4-4-3? Nah, we playing the complexitority defense.
Complexitority.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation Film Session.
You got the coordinate.
The complexitority of the situation.
Law, you better use that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it because here's the situation. Good teams or great teams as it relates to defense, where you can disguise the mic. We didn't have that situation in a long time for your mind. So, like now the quarterback can be sitting in there and saying, "Who's the mic? Is it 55 the mic? Or is it 54? You say, or is it 50? We don't know who's the mic. Can you pull out the mic? And then I can tell you this right now with LVE. He's 6'5", right? He's 6'4", 6'5", that frame. We all had him penciled in as a guy that can be that middle linebacker. Because remember Big Game James? I think we were discussing this like 2 years ago when they had Rowe out
we
there.
were talking about. We
were talking about McClain. Remember McClain? We were talking about him in 2014 and 15. That we saw that big guy sitting in the middle, and he just took over the plan.
Changed the whole defense.
Changed everything, and he was a good spot for us. Now that we got a LVE in the mix, man, watch out for the A gap, watch out for the B gap, because now he can penetrate inside and you can flex and push Jalen Smith on the outside, and it makes your defense so dynamic, whereas teams going to have to think about it because we got a big dog up front, right? A Poe, a McCoy, even Woods. Woods coming in for limited snaps. I know he want to play.
Don't say that. Don't say that on here. He's gonna get after us.
Woods, you need to play limited snaps. When I see you in person, I'm gonna say, look, dog, you need to play limited snaps.
I got your back, Law. We rubbing the jungle. I'm Slim Fit.
Right.
I'm banging with you, big dog. I'm banging
like,
with you.
Dog, I love you, man, but you need to play limited snaps. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong.
Don't be so sensitive. Stay on Twitter.
You know where else we're going to see an improvement, in my opinion, I just think this has a domino effect on so many levels. You guys are making amazing points, and I'm going to add on to it. one of the things that we don't really go back and watch and get on Jalen enough about, or just the linebackers in general, is coverage. They were not that great in coverage last year, and one of LVE's strong points is playing zone. Now, when we played the Tampa 2 and he had to drop back in the middle, I thought he was fantastic at it. I thought when he had to turn around and run with the tight end or a wide receiver, I thought he was fantastic at it. I think he is very smart and heady, and I think you'll see LVE get way more interceptions this year because we saw that his rookie year. His rookie year had a couple picks, right? And a lot of that, big ones, and a lot of that was dropping back. When they asked Jalen to do that, and he struggled last year. Now he was guarding a lot of receivers in the red zone too, which I thought was a mismatch on him. But LVE with his size, with his IQ, I think you'll see an uptick in coverage. And I like what you said, Law, about him making people better. He's going to make Jalen better just because he's moving Jalen to a position that is made for Jalen Smith. Don't think, just go. Don't think, go get the Q, go get the running back. Just be you, Jalen. When we saw Jalen Smith last year have to think, right? Have to have that green dot on his head, have to get people lined up, James, it ain't work out. I feel like him trying to be the man, which is okay. We had to see if you can be the dude. That just ain't you, and that's okay. If your game is to go, if your game is to go out there and be Derrick Brooks, then go out there and be Derrick Brooks.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
If LVE is Urlacher, let him be Urlacher. Or Briggs, if your job is to go be Briggs, go be Briggs. I felt I just felt like Jalen was trying to be what's the cat's name of the great linebacker over there in Green Bay?
Can't be. Look, we love Ray.
I'm sorry, not Green Bay, but over there in Chicago, Mike
Singletary.
Mike Singletary. You ain't Mike, fam. You the Mike, I wanna be like Mike, but you ain't that Mike, and that's okay, man. You can still be great at what you do, and I just can't wait to see Jalen be more of a pass rusher. And I don't have it here on this show with his pass rushing moves, but I promise you guys, if you didn't see it, go check out my State of the Unit linebackers. He can get after it. Like he has legitimate moves.
That's a great comparison, Briggs and Jalen Smith. That's a great comparison.
He could have been. He could have been the Briggs
because Briggs was nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty with Urlacher.
He didn't, but Briggs wasn't asked to put anybody in place. He wasn't asked to think. He wasn't asked to be that leader or none of that stuff. Briggs was asked to go out there and play,
make plays.
Yeah.
And what did Mike McCarthy what did he say even in his press conference when they had his press conference last week? They were talking about the defense. He said, "We're trying to put the defensive players in their best positions and let them play."
You
just said it, Sky, and we just said it right now. Hallelujah.
Shit about a Honda. Yeah.
Here's the thing though. I'm ecstatic about it. We're all pretty excited about it because we think they can really improve off of each other. Remember, 2018 they played great off of each other. I think they have the potential, if healthy, to be even better. But I kind of want to ask you guys in the nation something that we don't really talk about. I talked about it on that linebacker show that I did, but the depth. I know James is concerned a little bit about it.
Yes.
I know a lot of people are concerned about the depth. I'm on the opposite side. I like the depth, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about the depth at linebacker and kind of work backwards. And when I say work backwards, I mean at the bottom here. Quickly, Francis Bernard. There's some Francis Bernard fans. I'm not one of them, but do you guys think he makes the team?
I mean, go ahead, Law. I ain't a fan.
Well, you got my dog Joe, and you have Justin March.
Don't do that, Law.
Don't
do that.
But James, you know he's gonna make the team, James.
I know that, but don't do that. Tell him.
The special teams, though. Special teams is important. It's important, right? You can't sleep on the special teams, right?
Special teams.
Hey, so, but my thing is, when you see Francis play in conjunctions with Bradley, even in the Senior Bowl or what have you, and even when they played a few games in Utah, yes, and his scouting report, you don't want those hands to get on him because he had problems disengaging and things like that, right? He had problems covering out in space in certain situations, but it's an uphill battle, and we need every troop, every dog to play because cover COVID, So I don't think that he's going to be the end all be all, but it's going to be an uphill battle. I don't think that he makes the team starting roster. And I think that we will save some of this stuff for the final roster 55 show. But that's a story of a different day, right?
Yeah, well, that's okay. We still touch on it, but yeah, I don't foresee it either.
I wasn't.
Yeah, go ahead.
But
that
the depth shouldn't be shaky. That's
when I seen the tape of him, he's a little undersized to me. He can't get disengaged off them blocks because of the size. Now he is a sideline guy because but I just seen the tape.
Though.
But he just not impressive to me. And when people keep talking about him like he was just dope, when I was like, okay, I remember when I first mentioned him, I said, let me go check this tape out. I said, wow.
I tell you who I'm a huge fan of, who I think is over him right now, and that's the guy I'm showing right here on the screen, Luke Gifford. Is it premature?
Stay healthy.
Possibly. Is it premature because all we have is that preseason game and some special teams reps? But I'm telling you something right now. They didn't cut him. They didn't send him away for a reason. Okay, he got something.
The new staff still messing with him. So
he got something. He got some of that IQ to him. He got some of that burst to him. He's physical. I'm a big fan of linebackers I can cover. I just am, and I like him in the zone. Not so much, if he had to run with he's not LVE, but I like Luke's game.
Coverage.
We just gotta see more.
He's got something about him. Can y'all agree with that? There's something about Luke. I don't know what it is, Gifford. It's just something about him. I think the biggest thing that you said, Scott, that really gets me excited about him is his coverage. Just like you said, he's a guy that you've seen him already get an interception in that San Francisco game, right? That's a guy right there that when we're talking about getting more turnovers, right? What's the biggest thing that Dallas has been lacking? Turnovers, getting in that backfield, creating turnovers. This is a guy that can do it. And now I feel like we got coaching staff they keep on preaching. We're trying to put these defensive players to let them play, put them in the best positions to let them play. I don't think we heard that before, or we seen that. We may have heard it, but we really didn't see it.
Yeah, I have Eldorado talking about Luke Gifford could possibly take Sean Lee's spot. You got
to groom somebody.
I wouldn't be mad.
I wouldn't either. I was talking about that on my show. Law, what'd you think about that?
He got the ability.
I mean, he got all of the tools in place, man. Like you said, Big Game James, when we was out there watching him in Oxnard, we was like, who's 57?
Who is that?
Who is that guy? Did LVE changed his number? And literally, it was Luke Gifford playing like he was LVE. And I do know that it was practice, what have you, but he was flying out to the ball and just reaping havoc. And he was causing all type of disturbance. So if anybody can be a sponge, and pick up some of that wonderful, brilliant knowledge of what Sean Lee is spitting out, I'm talking about absorb all of that spit and try to get that stuff out there on the field.
Get all that spit.
Man, I'm telling you.
Get all. He said absorb all that spit. Just
absorb it. We need Gifford, but we don't want to absorb the injury situation.
No,
I just need somebody to just steal some of Jason Witten blood, and just inject it in their veins.
Hey, stick a needle in his body and take that out of him and stick it in.
Jason Witten's made an what's it called? Antoninium or what's the X-Men? What Wolverine got in him?
Yeah,
he got that Wakanda blood.
Squeeze it in a few guys.
Right. Somebody extract that from him and put it in Gifford and put a little bit in Sean Lee and what's the other guy? LVE veins. So put it in
Jay. See this. Jay was going to try to check us. See, Jay, you heard what I said, Jay. I said, but we ain't seen enough yet to really go that far with Luke. We got the preseason and we got the special teams reps. But I like what we see. I like what I see with Luke. I think he has potential, but we have to see it in the regular season. And I don't know if it'll be this year. Because
good size too.
One of the things that the knocks that's going to be on him is getting on the field, because he does have Joe Thomas, who I'm going to get to here next in a little bit. I'm going to not get a caller in here after this. You have Joe Thomas they brought back. You do have Sean Lee that they brought back. And then you got the two head honchos above him. So it's going to be hard for him to get real tick unless there's an injury. So that's just being real.
Yeah. And trust me, the same love and adulation that we talking about Gifford is even higher on Joe Thomas because I think that Joe Thomas,
Oh, I'm
if
getting
given the
on Joe.
opportunity, give me Joe Thomas. But the potential roof or the ceiling for Lou Gifford is, believe it or not, is higher than Joe.
Well,
Re-
let's
oh,
also
oh,
see.
oh, oh,
In my
I
opinion.
mean, I think Gifford's going to keep ascending. I think Joe Thomas is what he is, but I think the good thing about it is Mike McCarthy. Joe Thomas had his best year under Mike
Add
McCarthy,
the name,
and
that's
I don't
crazy.
think he even started the whole year, and he still had
he
like
had a great
70
year.
something tackles.
He had a really good year.
Mm-hmm.
I think I am really high on Joe Thomas. I think Joe Thomas could be a starter. I think he could be a very good player. Not saying a Pro Bowler, not saying a below a Pro Bowler. I just think he can be a solid starter for you as a Will. Or he can play, or Mike. Really, he can play up and down that that line per se, as they say. So I'm a huge Joe.
And
What?
my bad, Scott. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just was bouncing off you. Like, don't you think Joe Thomas is going to be even better with a healthy LVE? I want to see Joe Thomas like a whole year with Jalen Smith and LVE. I think Joe Thomas
saying.
plays even better with them two if he plays the whole year.
No, I see what you're saying about Joe playing next to him. Let's just get him on the field. You don't got to use him as a starter if you don't want to, but I think he has that athleticism to really pop. He pops on screen, man.
Mm-hmm.
He just does to me. He pops on screen. I wasn't going to wait, but I'm just going to go right at it with Joe, man. I just think because that's my guy, man. You got your pet cats, you got your guys, and that could just be me. Like, oh man, you just look at that hit. Oh my God, he leveled that dude, and we don't have that besides Jalen.
He's a thumper.
The crazy thing about him, he's not like a big guy thumper. He's one of those missiles. He's athletic. He's fast. He's quick. He's probably our fastest linebacker, opposite of Jalen.
Cleanup man.
I'm just a fan of Joe. I think Joe could do some good things. He had his opportunities last year, and I thought he did fairly well at times, and other times he was mediocre to below average. But that was pretty much our entire linebacker core last year, if we're being completely honest.
And Ben Bloom is gone.
And he's gone. Right. All right, let's get a caller up in here. 423, what it is, what it do?
What's up? This is Floyd.
What up? Is this Floyd Puryear?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Floyd?
Man, what up, man? Happy birthday to you. That's another birthday guy. What's up, Floyd?
What's up? Did you get my hat?
Yeah, I got you, big dog. It's getting ready to be
He
sent
said,
to.
what's up? Where my hat at, mother?
He said 2.5 weeks recovery. He told me, he said, I got a big head. Make sure you give me a snapback.
About damn time.
About to hang up on Floyd. Now, what up, Floyd?
No, I was commenting on LVE.
Yeah.
I was on Big Game James show. I commented on Big Game James show one time that he about predictions about the rookies. I told him right then LVE was going to be a Pro Bowler that year.
Wow.
So what do you think he's going to do this year? You think he's going to be all right, or are you worried about his neck injury?
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about his neck. I think they're going to be more worried about Jalen coming off that edge.
Yeah, there you go.
Because they're going to be coming across the edge, coming up with Law and Alvin Smith. They're going to have to worry about that. He's not going to have the big guys on him with the beefy cut off the middle.
So that basically the biggest thing about it is these guys linebackers will be free. What they've been complaining about. They've been complaining about not being free.
Yeah, he's not going to have that much trouble with that. There's going to be a lot less.
You know what else about LVE in the middle? I just think he has that Sean Lee type of instinct.
Mm-hmm.
He can see it and go a lot quicker than Jalen. Where Jalen's more athletic and he can beat you with your athleticism. But let's just be real, LVE's IQ I think is a little bit higher. And I think he could be Sean Lee like when Sean Lee was in his prime. With you look at Sean Lee and you're like,
size.
Yeah, right. You'd be like, Sean Lee's, I'm not worried about his speed. Well, it ain't his speed to worry about. He's there. He's meeting you at the hole or behind the line of scrimmage because he saw it before you even saw the play.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't mention the speed because I thought he had a 4.7.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. You came at him a little bit.
Hell no, fam. He 4'9".
4'9" for your
I think LVE had a 4.6 at his combine, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he, man, on the field though, when healthy, he can get there.
I don't know, but he's intelligent enough to make up for it if he doesn't have speed.
Great, brother. Is that it for you, man?
Perrier.
Well, I'm good. Wow, you better get that name right.
Was it Perrier? What is it?
Dad Perrier.
Huh?
Perrier.
Floyd coming in here like,
I ain't scared of you, mother.
Where the hell my hat?
Where my hat at? You know what I'm saying?
I said, is it short as Floyd? Because y'all think you need to hang up on that caller.
Right. Speaking with conviction.
Don't be hanging up no more donations.
I feel you. Now I don't want that. I need them donations. So let's keep it.
Yeah. Shut up.
No more donations. Hold on. Wait a minute.
You're good, guys.
Man,
Take care,
appreciate
guys.
you, Floyd.
I'm good.
Have a good one, brother.
Yeah.
My
only thing is with LVE, and trust me, I love all of the storylines. I love everything. I just got to see him hit somebody, and I got to see him get blocked up or what have you, and then I'll be okay.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. That's why I said when it comes to his health, I'm going to take him at his word. But to be real, we're really not going to know until we see him get hit or till we see him hit somebody. Right. That's what Du Bois is talking about here in the chat. Du Bois said, "I'm really worried about LVE's neck. I can't lie. After every hit, I'm going to be holding my breath. I'm not quite there yet with after every hit like I was with Tony. Tony, I'm like, get up. He got up. But seriously, man,
neck though, that's worrisome though.
Yeah, it's worrisome.
Yeah.
I don't lie, it's worrisome.
But you got to get down. You know how Peyton Manning with that big old head of his, he used to get down though.
But Peyton wasn't doing head-on collisions.
He ain't hitting every single play. You feel me? Yeah. Hey, I want to give a quick shout out, James Gary. Shout out to Philly. No, she came over with the $4.99 holla. But I want to give a shout out. James Gary says, and I'm gonna agree with him. Excuse me. He says, I have to admit, Philly Notion is the best Eagle fan coming from a Cowboys fan. I will have to say that. All the Philly fans that I've kind of come across with, that I've kind of gone back and forth, that man shows a hell of a lot of love to us. I appreciate you, Philly Notion.
Yeah, Philly Notion, good peoples, man. Shout out to Leslie Jean. I didn't get to your super chat, Leslie. I appreciate your $5 donation. He says, longtime Cowboys fan, a new follower of all three. My hope for a flea flicker this year or some sort of trickery, and not when we're up 20 points in a meaningless game. I'm with you, bro.
Shit.
I'm with you because we've been asking for this for some type of creativity. And like you said, Leslie, not when we're up 20 points against the Detroit Lions. You want to go and throw a left-hand pass with Dez Bryant to Jason. Well, nobody care about that because now you can't use it again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I like that. That's some real stuff because we used to that in the Gary era. And then when it happened, we supposed to do backflips. All the Cowboys fans be like, "Oh, did you see what we did with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left in the game? We up 20."
Yeah, man. I think you got the players.
But first of all, that's a rarity anyway. We ain't never up by 20 with 4 minutes left in the game. We scrapping and fighting to the end.
For the most part. You looking forward to some trickery law?
Well, I would like to, but I just want to see us just roll out some scouting games, right? Take away the teams, weaknesses and see what their weaknesses, expose them, and see some of that type of stuff, some analytics type of situations, whereas we don't really run the ball on first down, and then we pass the ball on first down, or we do something different, Yeah, I just can't wait to see that.
I want to see not only the creativity in trick plays like that, because I do think they can come in handy. We see Baltimore do it, the Patriots, they all do trick plays. So it's not like it's, you're reaching if you're doing trick plays. But where I want to see the creativity come at is between Monday and Saturday. Like you said, can you game plan something different? Can you be creative pre-snap, and then can you be creative post-snap? Because we didn't have either of those things happen for years in Dallas. And then when we got Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator, we start seeing a little bit of something different. He sprinkled in something here and there, but the basis, the premise, the everything about the foundation of our play calling of our offense was a Jason Garrett integrated offense. It never was going to change from being what it was, in my opinion. Did it adapt slightly? very slightly, because you had to when you got Zeke and you got Dak Prescott. You can't run Tony Romo's offense, like you did for about 10 years with Tony. So it adapted slightly, but it didn't adapt nearly enough when you look around the league, man.
Yeah, I'm a defensive guy, and I want our defense not to be vanilla. It's been so many times we would see like the injury report will come out, and the quarterback for the opposing team, they're going to be ushering out the backup quarterback, and we're sitting there like, okay, we're going to see a lot of blitz this game. We're going to see this and that. But they roll out the exact same game plan as if though they're playing against the number one starting quarterback, right? Yeah. So now I want to see us attack mode, right? I want to see us get to the quarterback, put him down in the dirt, don't help him up, and still run up the score.
All right, first of all, Law, you didn't believe that when you looked at the opposing thing and you saw the quarterback out. You didn't think we was going to blitz more. Stop that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right.
You knew we were like, come on. You were sitting there thinking like, okay, Teddy Bridgewater in, that's still going to be covered. It's still going to be tough.
Close,
What I'm saying? We were still feeling that.
I thought, James, he was going to go to the side where he's seen the backup quarterback. He thought, oh, well, they're going to have a good game.
Yeah, for real, because you knew the career game against us. The only thing, one thing I want to see after a Sunday night or a Sunday game, I want to say, he coached his ass off.
Right. Ooh,
he coached his. We ain't never said that about Gary. I want to leave a Sunday game and say he coached his ass off that game.
So damn right.
What he coached his ass off? We won that game from coaching. That's what I want to say. Please, that's what I want to say.
I'm with you. I would love to be like, man, that was a hell of a game plan. Man, we didn't see that 2 weeks ago. We didn't see that last week on a consistent basis. Like, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm with you on that one. Mm-hmm. Hey, Cowboy Marty, I see you, Cowboy Marty. He's funny. He said Skywalker took that hydroxychloroquine, got his little bicep up 2 notches. Listen, bro. I am not on no hydroxy nothing, fam. I'm in the damn weight room. James got me motivated to get back in the weight room. So shout out to the OG. That's why you see this little something here, man.
He said, oh my God. I love you, Cowboys.
Low-key, Cowboy Marty be throwing them out there. I just don't be reading them.
Jokes. I told you, he be on my comments too. I'll be like, oh, wow, he got hella jokes.
Tell what's the bull's name? I ain't see him in a minute. The Hawk?
Right. Oh, the bodyguard.
Hawk, yeah, bodyguard. Tell bodyguard come through. I need some advice.
Some creatine?
I don't need no.
I checked his Facebook
big
page.
Mother sucker, dog.
Yeah,
that's a big boy.
I mean, how do you
live him? He just eat him.
I remember when Hope first came on our show, right? First, this was like 2017. He first came on the show. I see Hope Logan. I thought that was like, that can't be really your name, dude. Like, he's like, that's my name. So anybody with a name of Hope Logan, you cannot be little.
Right.
You must be a big mother sucker. You must be like a bouncer. You have to. If you're Hope Logan and you're 165 pounds, you better get in the weight room.
Let me just, real quick. Y'all see I got my Context Matters shirt on. Y'all know my little moniker, man. Context matters, man. This is in the merch, I just noticed, I had to notice again. Like, wait a minute, I got my shirt on. Make sure y'all check that out. Link in the description. Yeah, shameless plug. I'm sorry, guys.
That's good. I love it.
I gotta go here. Y'all remember the cat Drew? He's an Eagle fan. He's in this chat here. I'm sitting here, gazing over here, and he must think we scared of him or something. Drew.
Talking shit.
Yeah. Drew, ask your question. Ain't nobody dodging your question. What question you got? Because, I don't really see.
Ain't nobody scared of you.
Nobody's scared of you, man. So ask your little question, Eagle
call
fan.
In or something,
Or, better yet, call in to the show.
But don't ask no 20-hour question.
Right.
Call in.
Ask your question. We ain't, hold on. Here we go. Because I damn sure I know.
I ain't scared of you, mother.
Put that damn number up there.
Time out, y'all. See, this is where we got to check him. I need the entire nation to check this man. Do y'all see this right here?
What did he say?
He said, Uncle Drew, put some respect on my name. Time out, son. Time out,
I'll never call you no damn
Time out,
Uncle
son.
Drew.
There's only one uncle.
And you already know who
in
it
Cowboys Nation.
Uncle Charles.
That's Uncle Charles.
And the other uncle, he Kyrie. There's only
I don't know who Uncle Drew. Hey, I would be damned if I call Eagle fan Uncle anything.
Yeah, you got me all effed up.
Yeah, man. Take that over there on Philly Notions
Jessica,
channel.
where you at, Jessica?
Shout out to your Cowboy party. Trying to lower the blood.
Where you at, Jessica?
Hey, Prince. What's going on, Prince? Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good,
What's
man.
up?
Nothing, man. Excuse me. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of piggyback on what everybody was saying. As far as LVE, I think he's going to have a great season. I think he's going to return to 2018, and yes, I think he's going to have more interceptions because he's going to be playing in the zone. He's going to drop back and read the quarterback's eyes and get over there and get those interceptions. But I'm really excited about the linebacker crew because of Poe and McCoy.
Okay.
Those
them
two,
clean.
those two guys in the middle, like Big Game James said, are gonna open up lanes for those linebackers, our linebackers, to get to the quarterback, to get to the runner, and that's what's going to elevate our defense. Just having those two guys, and changes the whole scheme. It changes the whole attitude of the Cowboys, I think. Of course, go Cowboys. I'm really excited because we've changed our philosophy as far as 4-3 with 3-4 principles and all of that type of stuff. Just clogging up that middle and just allowing our linebackers have better sight lines, and bigger lanes to just run and just get to, the quarterback. And I'm hopeful. I'm really also excited to see if they let LVE blitz, because everybody thinks, and I'm sure it's going to happen, that that Smith is going to be, the main what do you call it, designated pass rusher or whatever they call it, but I'm hopeful. I'm really excited to find out if they're going to let LVE blitz sometimes, and
James was talking
because,
about
like
that.
you said, he's so smart. He just sees the play before it happens, and so I'm really excited to see if they're gonna let him blitz. So like I said, go Cowboys, and thanks for having me on, guys.
Hey, no problem, man. Appreciate you calling
appreciate you.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man, no problem. Hey, you talked about that, James, having LVE blitz a little bit more, and he obviously will blitz.
More.
Yeah,
that's not like crazy with it, but in 2 years, Sky, he only has 0.5.
he has no sacks. I don't think.
0.5. He's got one total sack in 2 years. I think that's got to get better.
For sure.
No doubt.
Let me clear this line up. There we go.
Man. That threw me off. I was like, are you coughing, Sky?
Ventriloquist over there. Just coughing, moving his mouth.
That COVID?
Yeah.
Nah, we good. But he brought up a good point that I love to bring up, that not many pundits and analysts and what have you bring up when talk about the Cowboys, or haters, I should say. About the defense. Yes, we understand the back end is a little bit suspect. We have to see it, but you can't deny what they have in that middle. The upgrade that they've made in the middle, as you see here, Big Dontari Poe. I think he is so unique. And when we signed him immediately, I said, this is going to be a huge difference. When they came out and they said that Will McClay, Nolan and them, they like size. They like big boys. Immediately, I said, let me go start looking. And then go start looking at these big boys and seeing what they can get. And I think Poe fell in our hands due to circumstances, and he is going to be a huge difference, in my opinion, to this defense. And then this guy right next to him, Gerald McCoy. Right. I'm excited. Like you said, I'm excited to see if they will, when they help these linebackers.
And I think another big thing, a lot of people brought up, Sky and Law, that, Poe and McCoy didn't have the greatest year at Carolina. I think that's a moot point with the Cowboys, because this is what the Cowboys really need. We haven't had that bulky guys that can really hold off them offensive linemen and keep our linebackers free. How many times do we keep on getting frustrated when we see in the third and fourth quarters, when we see that running back running off tackle or coming up the middle, and the first thing we see is that joker split open like the red damn sea, and that damn linebacker and that offensive lineman is about to peel him, and the running back's coming right off his back. You know what I'm saying? How many times have we seen that? We get frustrated, and we would, the thing what frustrated me is, Guy and Law, we talked about it when Dallas is holding opponents to 80 yards rushing the game. No. They ain't holding nobody. It's just that we got a lead or something happen, because when they start really concentrating on the run, when teams really concentrate on the run against us, they ran against us.
Right. Move off ball. They move the people off the ball. And here's another thing. When they say, well, they didn't have the greatest years working together in this particular team or on that team.
It's a team.
That team didn't have D-Law, right?
Team,
yeah.
Didn't have
a Jalen Smith. Didn't have a LVE.
They had some decent guys, but they, like you said, they ain't have no damn D-Law.
Right.
I agree with you, man. It's when people talk about that, I say go back then and watch. If you look at them individually, those guys were actually really damn good, for the most part. In fact, McCoy was ranked as one of the top run defending defensive tackles in the league. And then we know Poe is immovable. Go read up on, if you don't want to watch the tape on him. And by the way, this is Antoine Woods. I'm just showing some defensive tackles. But go read up on Bucky Brooks's article on Dontari Poe. If you want to get, an NFL eye. He pretty much replaced what Brian Broaddus used to do with Dallas. Go read up on that, and so you can get an idea on what Poe can bring. And in my opinion, not only can he bring, the run defense, he's sneaky good getting to the passer.
He got like 4 sacks last year, I believe.
Yeah, and that was only in like 9 games.
Right, and he was hurt. And look, what did we already talk about McCoy? I think since 2012 or 2015, he's had 5 sacks every single season.
Every single game, every single season.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're getting a downgrade. We're getting a serious upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
And force of those guys, when they play inside, it would be 1-on-1 opposed to playing against 2, right? So we only got 5 guys on the front 4, right? On the front line as relates to the offense. So one of those guys is going to be singled up, and I think one of those guys, like what George Edwards like to send, at least one as it relates to blitzing. And I do know that Mike Nolan is the head defensive coordinator, but I think that they're going to send these linebackers. It's just going to be a different type of complex, with this team.
You heard it. I think it was Xavier Woods and then LVE. They both hinted at what this defense is going to be like, and Xavier Woods said it's going to be more complex. LVE said we're going to be doing more things. So without giving away the defense, I think you can tell that we're going to be aggressive, and it's going to feel good to them and to us to go out there and and disguise what you're in, as opposed to, hey, this is what we're in. We don't care if we just got to beat the man in front of me. That's so easy for a quarterback to pick apart. That's why a lot of them do it. And if you go look at a lot of the stats, you might look at, for instance, I'm going to bring this up. We got Eagle fans in here. Carson Wentz never has some statistically ridiculous game against us. He doesn't.
Right.
He just doesn't. But there'll be times like the last game where he made a play or two within the zone that we're playing or the scheme that we're playing, because it is easy to know where to go with the ball. We're not disguising anything. It's just a matter of, are you able to get to the quarterback, or are you able to contest the play or tackle? Because a lot of it was let him catch the ball and wrap up, right? Yeah. It normally is guys that are either great, and I'm not saying, listen, say what you want to say about Carson, or don't have a lot of tape on them, and these backups come in here, you have nothing to go off of, and you make it easy for them. That we always wonder, why do backups come in here and have some type of success? Because the defense allows them to. It allows them to get into a rhythm. It allows them to dump it off to the running back or dump it off to the tight end for 7-8 yards. And get comfortable. And at the end of the day, it don't feel like they had a big game. And they may not have a big one, but they had a productive enough game to keep it close. I don't think in Dallas under Mike Nolan it's going to be that case. Listening to Xavier Woods and LVE and Mike Nolan and Jim Tomsula, they're going to mix this thing up and make it difficult on the quarterback and the offensive coordinator to know where people are coming from. And to me, I love it.
And I just gotta say one last thing, and I keep saying this about the coaching staff. I feel like this coaching staff don't have no 3 or 4 years to get this together. Jerry Jones and them guys brought your asses in to get this stuff done now, make this stuff pop now. So I feel like when you have that added pressure of this ain't no rebuilding, this is win now. I feel like you are even more aggressive in your coaching because you ain't got forever to sit back and say I'm gonna build this team. No, the team is ready to win now, and we hired you because you've already won. So guess what? You have to instantly produce.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for Drew to call in, man.
Right.
Where you at, Drew?
Because if this is your question, fam, this is some troll stuff. I'm not about to talking about question. Will Dak be a Chicago Bear next year? Like what is that? You on the wrong show, fam.
Come on, man. We don't do elementary. We ain't in first grade over here. We ain't doing 1 + 1, bruh.
Yeah, substance.
What the hell is even that?
Right, we're doing 382.5 times 287.3 divided by 4 equals 2. That's what we're doing over here, bruh.
Shout out to Chevy, man. Chevyon Wilson, if I'm saying that right. $10 donation on somebody's page. He says, Garrett and Marinelli simply held these guys back. It would be fun to see disguised coverages and being aggressive when it's time to be. I just hope that McCarthy and Nolan will play to their strengths. I agree. I hope they do too.
That's a good one right there.
That was very good post. I don't know if it was so much holding back because we didn't really always have the greatest talent on defense. We had spot talent, right? You had your LVE, you had your Jalen, you had D-Law. Our secondary, we finally found Byron, right? Byron was finding himself, but it wasn't like it was littered with, whose defense? The Niners, where their whole front seven was just ridiculous, right? The Baltimore Ravens of the past prime or the past and things like that. But what they did was, in my opinion, Rob Marinelli didn't mind having a ton of Jags, didn't mind having orphans, and was stubborn enough to say, I just need them to do enough, and enough will get by. And that's what happened. This defense always just did enough. And that's why people always try to say, oh, well, the Cowboys defense ain't never take over no damn games besides one. They did enough in some of the games. And then the offense didn't, and then we lose. And then when the offense does enough, the defense does. We never can get them to play on the same damn page at the same damn time when it matters. That's a problem.
We was just a comfortable-ass team in them 10 years. We was just comfortable as hell. That's what I feel. And the only time when we weren't comfortable when Garrett's ass was talking about getting fired and all of a sudden you seen flame on. Yo got fired. Yo got flame. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that team was comfortable under Garrett. You know what I mean? Because he knew he had time because Jerry wanted it so bad for him. So it's like he had time. Now I feel like time is of essence right here. And I feel like when you have that less time, guys, the pressure is stronger, and I feel like it brings that coaching out like, yo, let's get this shit done now. I feel like this could be that year.
It's important we got those veteran coaches, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We got the call lines are loaded right now. 626, what's up, man? You were on the show. What it is? What it do?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Anthony, man. What's going on? Hey, man, what I want to say, man, is I'm suspicious about McCarthy.
That's fair.
This is my, because I've been a Cowboy fan since 1977. Okay, and I got my suspicion about how he coaches compared to Green Bay and how he's going to coach the Cowboys.
Okay.
I'm also suspicious about the line, the offensive line. I think last year that offensive line was not there. I think they got Zeke popped a couple of times, and I can see in Zeke's in his stature, in his demeanor, that he in fact was like, wow, guys block, okay?
Well,
I think that.
Let me chime in on the offensive line. We can bounce off that a little bit here. The offensive line was not and is not the 2014 or 2016 teams. We understand that, right? But let's agree, man. The offensive line was still good enough, in my opinion, to be able to be more consistent than we were in regards to the first 8 games of the season on the ground. Not all of that is on them. Not all of that is on Zeke. You know where I do put that on, though? It's a three-way thing. Offensive line, a little bit of Zeke because he was struggling that first 8 games. And we coaching. we have to be real. When a team knows you're going to run 60% of the damn time on first down, either an A gap or the B gap, or you're going to do one of those off-tackle plays, that makes it easy for the defense to defend you. And then when Zeke, who doesn't have the wiggle of Tony Pollard, it's going to be real hard for Zeke to shake loose all the time. So I think there was a little bit of shared responsibility to go around last year in regards to Zeke in the first 8 games.
And that's true what you're saying, but for me, I guess I was so spoiled by that line that Jimmy Johnson and his crew had.
Hell yeah, we all was.
Yeah, I'm so spoiled by that line because him is a great running back. He had great vision, etc. But that damn, I've never seen a line like that before. I've never seen this before. This is phenomenal. To see a line just bully you from the third and fourth quarter. They would just destroy a line so bad that the line was no factor. You know, the defensive line was no factor. I'm gonna say the third is something else I want to talk about. Randy Gregory. Mark always say that, but Mark Holmes always says it like that. But my thing with Randy Gregory, I think that I agree with him. I understand why he's frustrated. Yes, the man made some mistakes. Okay, but the guy was smoking weed. The guy has never been in no trouble off the field. He doesn't have issues off the field. And I think I don't understand why they're taking so long just to make a decision for this guy to be reinstated. That just baffles me. I'm like, I know the league don't like the Cowboys as it is.
There you go.
I know that, but at the same time, I'm thinking like, okay, let's take those so long to make a decision for the guy. The guy wants to come back and play. Let the man play. Let the man make his living. I don't understand, but at the same time, I understand that Gregory put himself in this position. But at the same time, this is where I get into the whole ideal, the fact that they know they're controlling the situation, and they're really, really just holding this thing out. And I don't think that's right as far as that, because this defense can use a Randy Gregory. I mean, I thought the guy was awesome. He's a raw talent as far as that defensive end is concerned. He's a raw talent, and we can use him. So I hope they can get that straightened out. But I think there's more to the story. I think somebody is stalling this whole thing.
For sure. We went in on that earlier. We definitely think something fishy, man.
Yeah. And I think it's a shame. But I just hope that we have a good season this year, man. I'm tired of the, on paper we look good. On paper we look like we can go to Super Bowl. On paper we can do this. But then we get to the game and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it's like, it's crazy. So, but yeah, I think that we have a team, but I want to see, and this is a good thing this year that
you got that Jason Garrett stuff messing with you, dog. This minute, the Jason Garrett stuff is messing with you. You want to believe, but you've been hoodwinked by Garrett for them 10 years and you're scared. But don't be scared. Believe. I'm here with you. I was there in the 70s with you. I'm with you. Believe.
Hey, let me say this about Garrett. I always want to express this about Garrett. To me, I like Garrett. I like his attitude about things, but hold on.
You're listening, man. Go ahead.
Hold on.
You got about 15 seconds to talk about you like Garrett. Go ahead, brother.
He's saying the person in him like Garrett, not the fan.
Right, but he made some mistakes. I felt bad for him, but my point was that I felt like most Cowboys hardcore fans that, sorry Garrett, I like you, man, but you got to go. You're
back in good graces.
Here. But the point is that I also blame the owners for this stuff because they hold on. Let me make this statement right here.
Go ahead.
I always say that they kind of iced Garrett a lot. He couldn't make those decisions. I don't know whether he was afraid to make certain decisions or what, but it was just more like saying, what's going on in the front office with Garrett? Because it seems like he don't want to make no decisions on the field. He kind of sits back.
Man, he ain't got no balls. I mean, listen, man. I'm not trying to go back in on this Garrett thing, fam, but he ain't got him. And you know why he ain't got him? Because he don't have nothing to rest his laurels on in the NFL. Absolutely nothing as a coach. I wish they would go to Mike McCarthy and try to say, "Hey, Mike, listen, man. Listen, dog. We don't want to run the offense this way, dog." He gonna say, "Listen, you see this? You see this thing right here?
Kiss that ring.
Kiss my ass, okay?"
And also, caller, let me just say this to you, caller, and one last thing. Jason Garrett was with us 10 years. He's the second all-time winningest coach in Dallas Cowboys history. And what has he got to show for it? Not even an NFC championship.
Right. Yeah, but I hope that they can get that together again. We saw what happened with Jimmy. Jimmy wasn't taking no shit from Jones.
Neither did Parcells.
The disaster. Huh?
Neither did Parcells.
Yeah, and so I think that but I hope this works out this year, man. I hope our year is good. I hope we do a 14-2 record and go all the way to the Super Bowl and win it.
Let's do it.
A whole lot of hoping. You need to be believing. Stop hoping. Believe.
You got to believe.
Well, you know what I'm saying. So,
I don't know what you're saying. I want you to believe.
Believe. But the thing is that, man, I know we can do it. I think Amari Cooper gonna have a great year this year. I think he's gonna have a better year this year. And I think that's what's gonna happen with that. I think CeeDee Lamb is gonna contribute. I think he might even take Gallup's spot. Gallup better be careful.
Welcome to the 626 show.
Right,
we gotta get you going, bro. I appreciate the call. Great call, but we got a ton of people online, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
No problem, man. Thank you, brother.
You see me playing the piano, Sky?
I might set a record. I have to go look.
But here's the thing that I got to say to expound on what he was talking about from the 626, right? That was from his area code.
Yes.
Here's the thing. Stop looking at Mike McCarthy by himself. You got to look at a collective situation. He's bringing in Tom Sula. He's bringing in Mike Nolan. He's bringing in Maurice Linquist. He's bringing in also Joe, the offensive line coach.
Joe Philbin.
So he's bringing in, Joe Philbin. So he's bringing in a lot of people. It's not just what he did over there in Green Bay land, but it's also what he's bringing to the table. It's not just him by himself. This is what we call is a terraforming type of situation.
I think
Welcome to the Terra Dome.
I think it's fair to have to be suspicious or what have you, or to kind of hold. It's fair. It's a brand new regime. He was out a year. A lot of people who are nervous about him are nervous because he left Green Bay with a bad taste in his mouth. But I really encourage you guys to go look up that situation. Just the year before, they were in the NFC Championship game. The season or two before that. So it wasn't like they went from being a good team to being a bad team right away, because the next year when Mike McCarthy left and they went out and got players, that's one of the reasons why Mike McCarthy was souring on the front office. They would not go out and get the guys he wanted to go get. They did that and they won 13-3 which was one of the most mediocre 13-3s I've seen in quite some time. But so I think it just soured because the quarterback, the coach, it was over. That was 10, 11 years. It was time to go. And then the front office and Mike just didn't see eye to eye, and it was just time to go. It wasn't because he was a bad coach. Andy Reid got fired from Philly. We all thought, did you think Andy Reid was a bad coach? No. It was just time to go. I really look at this.
13 years.
I look at this as an Andy Reid situation, a Super Bowl either winning coach or a coach that's been to the Super Bowl, who is an offensive mind, who has been a good coach in this league, who has success. You can go look at his success in the playoffs, out of the playoffs, whatever you want to do. And it was just time to make a change. And Andy went to a team that was talented. He didn't go to a team that sucked. He went to a team that had some talent. And him and Dimitroff, I think it was his name, they continued to add to the talent. And it took some years. Hopefully it took some years, but they got it done. I look at this.
And here's the thing else. They had a winning record every single year since he's been at Kansas City. I think they only missed the playoffs one year when they went 9-7. So they had 5 playoff years since he's been there. They finally got to it. So hopefully we don't take 6 years like he did.
Well, he ain't gonna last 6. I mean, only way he lasts 6 if
contract 5.
Well, if it's similar to Andy, he'll last 6.
Yeah, he'll extend him. But I say, get it to us, McCarthy, in 3.
Oh. 512. What up, 512? What it do?
Yeah. Turn it up, though. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, look, it's Philly Notion. You already know I had to join the stream with y'all real quick, man. Y'all kicking that fire like always.
Appreciate you.
But hey, my brethren, I saw my brethren trolling in the box, Drew. You know what I'm saying? Salute, man. Hey, look.
Ain't no salute that bull.
We just trying to let y'all know, your team is hella trash. But again, hey, you know what it is, fellas. Hey, I'm really on here. I actually just got a legit question for y'all, so I ain't gonna hold y'all up too crazy. But hey, look, so I'm wondering if there's gonna be more pressure on Dak this year, or maybe even the organization, because I know everybody heard the news about, them possibly canceling, the whole college football situation, right? So my thing is, how does this affect, of course, the draft? We don't know how that's going to really work. And there really honestly ain't no available quarterbacks that, of course, beyond Dak, after this year. So really the draft, in my opinion, hey, you're more smart. I don't know about maybe even getting rid of draft picks this year. I'm just, I'm curious on some of your thoughts on that, fellas.
I love that.
Hey, and then of course you already know I'll pause for that because fly goes fly. I got some other things to say to my fellas also, but I just wanted to take your questions on that, fellas.
I love that question. I'll go real quick. I've been saying this since the Jamal Adams thing came up. Everybody all crying about these damn first round picks, fam. We ain't gonna know who's a first rounder for real like that at the end of the first round because it ain't gonna be no damn college football. So this is the year, I agree with you. This is the year to make those trades with those picks. So I'm with you. But the Dak thing, he's the quarterback. You shouldn't even be thinking about drafting the quarterback. Get it done with Dak. It's just that simple with me. But y'all go ahead.
I don't know. I'm gonna keep it real. They need to get it done, but my thing is, if they couldn't get it done, and Jerry Jones says, I ain't never had no problem writing no check, I'd get deals done. And guess what? You got your franchise quarterback, and you ain't get it done. To me, I ain't gonna lie. That has me thinking when you're going into next year. Not saying that Dak don't need to be there. Yes, he does. But when you're going into next year, what's going to change from the Cowboys starter still won that 5-year deal and Dak still won that 4?
What's going to change it?
I'm just saying. And then you hear about Todd France.
I'll tell you.
We don't know if he's moved away from him. We thought that he's moved away from CAA, and I heard that he wanted to start his own organization, his own agency. And if he's doing that, what if Dak is still messing with him? He gonna still want that bread. So I'm still a little in limbo of how they.
Let me answer your question. You said what's going to change it? Dak Prescott playing in 2020. That's going to change it because he's going to have a better year, and you're going to look at that and say, are we seriously going to let go of a franchise quarterback in their prime? If you wanted to go to the table and say, okay, we only think Dak had a top tier a year one time, so we don't want to bend the knee to him because it's 1 year. If he increases it and does it again, I guarantee you they bend the knee. I guarantee it, and you can write it down, you can screenshot this, you can do whatever you want. They will bend the knee if Dak comes out there and tears it up again. That's all.
So his question was like, who gonna have more pressure, right?
He definitely got pressure, for sure.
I think the most pressure is gonna be on Jerry Wayne because at the midpoint of the season, he's gonna have to really look into this and say to himself, man, now I got a quarterback that's putting up these crazy numbers. And if you think about it, so many people say, well, look what they did with the Washington team when they had Kirk Cousins, for crying out loud, right? You guys remember that, right? When everybody used that as the I guess the benchmark or what have you of what Dak Prescott should look like or what have you, putting everything on the line, playing on the franchise tag. But I'm gonna be quite honest with you guys, right? I don't think that Washington team had a CD Lamb. I don't think that Washington team had a Marvin Cooper, a Michael Gallup, and Ezekiel Elliott in this defense. So Dak Prescott finna put up some gorilla type of crazy numbers.
Man.
It's finna be crazy.
I just think it's goofy if you really believe my man is just gonna magically regress. Like, do you honestly think that's gonna happen, dog? Like he did what he did with the team he had around him, the coach he had around him. I'm not saying he had a bad team, but the team is better. I just don't see how it makes any sense to not have did it right now to get him cheaper. But if Dak comes out and seriously has a better year, and they decide not to sign him, that has nothing to do with Dak Prescott, in my opinion. It has to do with the stupidity of the front office. It ain't a Dak thing. It's the stupidity of the front office. These quarterbacks don't grow on trees. And you tell me, you think Mike McCarthy has 2-3 years to throw this year down the drain? Go draft a quarterback.
Rookie quarterback.
Go draft a quarterback in the late rounds, or trade the farm and go get one, which is goofy. And then have him. Obviously, it's going to take a couple years. So now Mike McCarthy's in year 4 with a young quarterback who we don't know what this. We don't know. This is crazy.
Case in point, Baker Mayfield. Remember Baker Mayfield? He's supposed to come out. He's supposed to be lighting this thing on fire. He's supposed to be doing this. And people can't say that he don't have any weapons. Do you see what the weapons that the Browns got? And you think that Baker Mayfield's making moves? Look how long it takes for him to get on page.
Do you think a Mike McCarthy would come to a team if he didn't have a decent quarterback? Like, for real? I don't think he's like, nah. I mean, if he thought he had a raggedy quarterback, you think he's going to jump right into that?
Unless it was like the Bengals, where he got like the first overall pick, and you can get.
He looked at this and like, okay, I'm moving into a smooth situation. Right. Sign me up.
I mean, it would literally take Dak Prescott to regress tremendously. And is anybody seeing that? I mean, you could be the biggest Dak hater. I don't care. But what you have to be honest with yourself about is, did he improve as a quarterback? He absolutely did. The one knock you're going to say about Dak Prescott, which you didn't say the first 3 years of his career, is he couldn't beat a winning team. That's what you're going to say. And that's fine. If that's what you want to rest your laurels on. Is that 2019 not being able to beat a winning team really going to ignore everything else he does in his career? Is it really you're going to ignore his progression as a player and his potential and ceiling? You can't ignore that, man. And if you want to take that lottery ticket, as Voch likes to say, and say, you know what, we got a guy, but we want to go on a cheap end and then try our luck in the draft lottery, you're crazy. When you don't need to, you're crazy, fam.
Yeah, my dog, Young Wilson, he's a great supporter of the channel. He says Aaron Rodgers will be a free agent next year.
He won't be a free agent unless he's saying to get cut.
He ain't coming to Dallas.
And why do people keep bringing up Aaron Rodgers, fam? Tell him, James.
He was beefing with Mike McCarthy.
There you go. He
was beefing with him. That
just ends that right there.
He couldn't stand him, so why would he come to Dallas? And he gonna cost hella money. He ain't coming cheap. He gonna cost hella money.
You know,
at 37.
It's a clickbaity type thing where you say, oh, Aaron Rodgers don't like where he's at right now. Oh, wait, Dak Prescott's on the thing. Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, the Cowboys. It don't make sense when you think about it. If the Cowboys don't want to pay Dak $35 million, $36, $37 million, you think Aaron Rodgers is coming to play for 30? When he's already come on, dog. And do you think he coming to play for the guy he just bad-mouthed multiple times this past offseason? They don't like each other. This is not happening. Let's just get rid of the Aaron Rodgers thing. And I'm not talking down at you or anything like that. I just listen. I get it. That news has been floating out there, but that's why we're here to tell you that's just bullshit. I'm just being real with you.
Oh yeah, and I heard them flights to Hawaii, young, is cheap as hell. My homegirl told me they like $350. So hey, we're thinking about it. Just let you know.
Get those Mai Tais ready, huh?
I bet they better get it together. 469. What's up, 469?
Oh, when you see the 469, you know it's that time. What's up, late night hype?
Hey, it's the late night hype. What's going on, bro?
The late night hype. It's your boy James Reynolds, the 4.
What up, big dog?
The 1, 2, 3,
What's
4.
going on? Long time no talk. It's been a while. COVID got me out the loop, but I'm back. I'm back feeling, in the paint like I'm Shaq. I'm feeling great.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Oh, it's been good. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
Hey, man, we blessed, and now we get to hear you even more blessed.
Indeed.
Yes.
Oh man, hey! I just want to say real quick, that fly Eagles fly. Let's get that trash out of here. You know, fly Eagles fly. Hold on, I think I got another call. Ring. Ring. Hold on, we don't pick it up until it's 5 rings because we are the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, championship, tender, 5 times. Get it out of here.
Yeah.
Fly Eagles, fly back home. That's what you can do. Get it out of here. All right. I just had to do that real quick before we get into it. So, all right, I got to ask y'all this. I know y'all heard they said training camp is opening up at the Star on Friday. Please tell me that y'all got the media pass. Please tell me that y'all gonna get the inside scoop, the inside footage. Please tell us the late night hype. That is true. Y'all gonna be there.
Listen, we putting the boot to Law. Law's down there in Dallas, so this is on you, Law.
I could get down there, but you know what? I have a actual pass to go there. But with this COVID thing, they keeping everything on the hush, and if they ain't really letting, because you got to understand, they're doing everything. They're keeping media at a far away distance because of this COVID thing. So it's going to be, this is not like a regular training camp. So the things that we got to see the last few years as far as tape and video, this might be a year where that's not happening because of COVID, because they got everything so under wraps.
Yeah. So reach out to my dog Jay Farm. If you got one of those passes, you know what I'm saying, let me know. Also, if Calvin Hill and Clarence Hill and all those guys, if they can just hook a brother up, we can figure out something. But they ain't giving those things out, man.
Hell no. That shit like over.
Yeah, I don't even think there's going to be media.
Exactly.
We've developed relationships over this last year or so, we will definitely keep you guys in the loop, man.
For sure.
Oh, hey, that's all we need to know. Hold on.
Baby.
The late night hype. I hope everybody out here is listening. Okay, the relationships have been made. The friendships have been signed. We gonna get inside scoop, and it's only gonna be at one place. The late night hype. Skywalker Steel, my boy Big Game James, and Fear the Beard Law Nation. All right, I hope y'all tuning in. Hit the like, subscribe, and share, okay? Because this is the best place if you want to get Dallas Cowboys content. You see what I'm saying? All right. Now, and two calls ago was talking about how he was afraid and how he had skepticism about Mike McCarthy and this new offense, okay? Now, the only thing I got to say is this, all right? Now, if you're in the market for a Ferrari, the last thing you're going to be worried about is if it's fast, okay? Mike McCarthy came down, draft picks, that offense. We got three Ferraris on the outside and in the slot, and we got a Porsche in the backfield. You see what I'm saying? All right, now come on. Now you're gonna tell me Mike McCarthy is not gonna take advantage of 3 Ferraris and a Porsche?
Man, I'm
giving you 5 a carry? Come on now. You got to believe. Like Big Game James said, you got to believe. Come on now. All right, I want Cowboys Nation to know something real quick. If this season happens, guaranteed the number 1 offense ain't going to be the highlight, all right? Plus, division ain't going to be the highlight, all right? We're talking about NFC Championship, Super Bowl, baby. All right, Joe Field been coming in. All right, we got Mike. No, I can't stress it no more. I can't stress it no more. You can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink.
Yeah.
You can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink. All right, and the Kool-Aid is sweet. I'm just letting y'all know the Kool-Aid is sweet. All right, that's all I got to say.
My man.
But I just got to say this. I appreciate y'all so much. Oh, my goodness. I'm hyped.
I know,
and
bro.
Everybody in bed. I didn't woke the house up.
Late night hype.
Late night hype. Believe. If you hear it on the late night hype, believe. Okay? Oh, yeah, that's all I got to say, man. I love y'all. Y'all be safe.
Man.
Last but not least, during the COVID, pray for us. I'm a teacher, so pray for us going back, man. It's crazy. We don't know what it's going to look like. So keep us lifted, man. And everybody out there, Cowboys Nation and beyond, y'all be safe too. Mask up, 6 feet. Let's do what we got to do now so we can get back to the party later.
Indeed, man. Indeed. Appreciate you as always, brother.
Appreciate you. Love you, bro. Like,
all right, then, y'all.
Love you here, man.
Man.
Hey, man, love y'all too. Y'all have a good one.
You too, man.
Love you too, man. That's a good caller, man.
As always.
Man, that's
as always, man. Gotta let that breathe a little bit, man. He's right though. You gotta be fair. I mean, it's fair to have, like we said, like if you want to say, okay, let me wait and see it, but it's also fair to say, look what he has. Look at his resume. It's truly going to take one of the worst coaching debacles in Cowboy history to not come out of this with a productive season. And I feel that same way about Dak. It's going to really take one of the worst seasons at quarterback to not come out of this ahead of time. Somebody said in the chat, the only thing that'll hurt Dak's stock is not playing. I think that's it.
I think that's going to really hurt his stock.
Keep it at the same.
Well, I mean, in Dallas it will, not outside of Dallas. In Dallas, you know what Jerry and I'm going to say? Oh, well, you know what? We ain't seen you on the field this year, so we're going to go right back to the table with the same damn thing. and they're going to feed that.
They probably will.
And the fans are going to eat it up, and the media is going to eat it up. But in reality, if Dak plays, he's going to force that. He's going to make them bend the knee. I'm telling you. And if they are stupid enough to let him go, he's going to be successful somewhere else.
No doubt.
Let me get a couple more in here before we get going here. 747-972-205. 747, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen?
How you doing, man?
How you doing?
All right, yeah, this Cowboy fan 1981. I've called before.
Yes. You were a great call. I love that call.
Big Game James, I'm 48, so I pretty much was getting at you. And the reason why, because my stance was what Dallas Cowboy quarterback was not ever criticized or critiqued by Cowboy Nation. Okay? Now, with that being said, still, I'm coming over towards where you at, okay? Because this is my thing. I honestly believe if they stay healthy, they can win the Super Bowl. I honestly believe that. And I believe that he may not win league MVP, but I honestly believe we can win the Super Bowl. Now, with that being said, okay, now, I want y'all to follow me now.
I got you.
I want y'all to follow me, okay? So let's say hypothetically all that comes into fruition. Still, Law Nation, Big Game James, do y'all honestly believe Stephen Jones will still give them a contract they're looking for, even after he wins the Super Bowl?
Dog, if he
wins the Super Bowl, he's going to get that bread.
I'm going to keep it a bean. If they don't pay Dak Prescott if he wins the Super Bowl,
that's crazy.
It might be a wrap for Skywalker still covering the Cowboys, man. I mean, like, seriously, dog. I mean, it'd be stupid, 1981, not to sign him. He don't got to win the Super Bowl to me. If he wins the Super Bowl, it's, hey, Dak, what you want? Here's the blank check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right beside Scott Miro.
Okay, now still, that sounds good in theory, right? Because you would think, okay, this man is just taking the Cowboys back to, winning the 6th Super Bowl. But you know how Stephen Jones did that.
All right, so here I'm gonna pull a Law, and I want Law to kind of finish. I'm setting you up at the alley. Law, you always talk about this. The Cowboys make money off of Dak Prescott off the field. I'm going to say this again. The Cowboys make a ton of money off of Dak Prescott off the field. Don't you think, Law, if Dallas wins the Super Bowl with Dak Prescott, that they could make a lot of money with him on this team off the field as well?
Believe it or not, like Ripley's Believe It or Not, Dak Prescott jersey is still the top 15 or top 10 selling jersey right now, present day, right? If the Dallas Cowboys go to the Super Bowl, just going there, can you close your eyes and imagine the revenue dollars that would be? It would be one of the high, like all of the games last year, you think that the ratings was high for the Dallas Cowboys game?
Oh.
Man, them Raiders, it's gonna blow the TV up. It's gonna blow up the stream.
Hey, 1981. 1981.
Ultimately win it.
If Stephen Jones try to pull some bull crap, Jerry gonna hit him with a couple of these. Nah, son.
You know what? I don't believe Jerry is running things right now. I don't either. Stephen is running things.
I'm with you, but I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, but I think if Jerry would use his last breath to keep Dak Prescott in Dallas if he had to, if they win the Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying.
Still. So you know something? I'm like I said, I was coming over to your side, but to me, Stephen Jones is to me. He seemed like he's the type. If all that comes into fruition, man, he'll trade him to Jacksonville, flip him for 4 first-round draft picks.
Oh my God!
And sign Cam Newton.
Not after winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, you're not pissed off?
Even after you win the Super Bowl, if Stephen don't want to pay him, give him that contract, he will flip Prescott for 4 first-round picks and sign Cam Newton.
Look, after letting Byron Jones walk, after letting Robert Quinn walk, after if he can they be that dumb?
Look, I'm gonna tell you this right quick, 91. Look, hey.
81,
even if Ezekiel Elliott run 400 yards in the Super Bowl and Dak Prescott passed for like 2 yards, right? He was still can't get rid of Dak Prescott. You know, Jerry Wayne is superstitious, right?
I don't agree with you, but that's fine. I respect your opinion.
I get what you're saying. In 1981,
I get what you're saying,
I feel you because Steven is the real. I hate to say it, right, but he's kind of the villain right now. He's the real villain of all this.
Steven don't give a damn.
Don't.
Okay, Steven is about managing that salary cap.
He wants to win the salary cap Super Bowl. It's ridiculous.
We like our guy.
I'm telling you. Now. Okay. But with that being said, that my hypothetical was only if Dak and them could not come to a contract agreement after winning the Super Bowl, because Steven don't care.
God, dog. This hypothetical you're giving me is getting my blood boiling because I swear to God, if that happens.
Come on now. Come on, bro.
I think Dak Prescott haters would say.
I'm gonna keep it real. Stephen Jones is goofy with this stuff, but I can't even see something like that. That would just be crazy. Like nobody would even like Stephen Jones.
Forget that you my guy. They would literally have to tie an anchor to Jerry Jones' foot and throw him in the river if we win the Super Bowl and Dak Prescott's up for the contract for him not to sign. It's not happening.
Jerry ain't gonna let that happen.
I believe personally, Stephen Jones and Will McClay would tell Jerry we have
Will McClay don't got no say.
Will ain't running in that.
Will McClay ain't got no say. Okay.
Do you honestly believe? Wait a minute, Big Game James. You honestly believe Will McClay ain't got no say?
Yeah, I honestly believe he don't have no say.
In contracts, no.
In contracts, no. Maybe with that player personnel as far as like scouting and things. But the money, no.
Money.
Drafting Taco Charlton let me know that Will McClay didn't have nothing to say. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because there's no way in the world he look at tape and he can say, well, you know.
No, Will present you with the players, and then it's your job to.
Yeah, like I said, players, not like Cardi B said, money.
See you, Robin. Good night, Robin. A couple people heading out.
Let me ask you this question. Okay, so when they're doing player contracts and negotiating with players, you don't think they take with Will McClay, his input on those players into determining the contract?
Nope. Not at all.
Really?
Because Will McClay's not the money. He's not the money man.
For evaluating talent.
Okay, I understand he's evaluating talent, brother. But after they evaluating talent, now you decide how much you're gonna pay that talent.
That's Stephen Jones.
I'll talk to you later, Will. I appreciate you bringing in this player. Now I'm gonna figure out these contract numbers. Will McClay ain't got shit to say of that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fine, brother. You know, I respect your opinion. But I'm telling you, Stephen Jones is man. That dude is cold.
You ain't gotta tell us. We've been saying it. We've been saying it for 2 years.
You how cold he is, but I don't think he's that ice cold.
Stop saying ice cold. Is he that stupid? I mean, seriously.
Okay, but still, is it okay? Okay, let's say hypothetically, if that came into fruition, you just won your sixth Super Bowl, right? You just won your sixth Super Bowl.
You just won six, and we've been waiting 25 years for a big dog. I want to hear this. Dak Prescott. We've been waiting 25 years to go get rid of him.
No,
we trying to start a dynasty. Why would we get rid of him for draft picks for unknown?
It was sick. It took a particular team 60 years to win a Super Bowl, and they got rid of their only quarterback to ever win them a Super Bowl, and they haven't been back since then. You can fill in the blank of who team I'm talking about. I don't think that this team would do the same crazy thing. You know, we wouldn't go 25 years without Super Bowl and then get rid of the guy that was in the Super Bowl to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that around here. But I know a certain team.
Okay, Law Nation. But you're missing. But I think you're focusing on them letting it go as opposed to it would only be because they were not able to come to a contract on years and months.
1981. I'm gonna say.
We've seen lesser quarterbacks win Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
We've seen Trent Dilfer win Super Bowls, right?
Yeah.
He ain't winning.
What are we saying?
He was the quarterback.
What are we?
But he ain't winning.
Oh, I'm really trying to keep calm. 1981.
Been fun, man.
I swear to goodness.
Hey, man, appreciate you for calling in.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you.
All right, gentlemen. God bless you.
You too, man.
Appreciate you, big dog.
Dog, my blood is boiling, not because of him, but because just the thought of Steven doing some dumbass shit like that.
It's not happening, man. It would never happen. But there's only one team that got rid of the only quarterback to ever win them a Super Bowl. Ever, you know. And they haven't been back or even been close since then.
You know what, man? I don't even care if the quarterback. You know what? I'm done. I'm not even gonna bring it up. 972. What's going on, 972?
Late night hype. What's going on, fellas? Man, this is Steve Davis, long-time caller, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Hey, appreciate you coming in, man.
Hey, what's going on, Law? What's going on, Big James?
Nothing to it.
What up?
Yeah, man, I feel you on that last caller, man. He had me.
Oh, it's boiling.
Have a boil blowing there a little bit, but I have my issues with Steven and Jerry, but they can't be that dumb, man. If anything, there's too much money that will be lost. But that's neither here nor there. I want to touch a couple of things I want to touch on y'all real quick. Listen to a couple of callers that I had come in. The first one, he was talking about Mike McCarthy. And he was a little spectacle. Well, first touching on the offensive line, he said he was a little spectacle offensive line because he was spoiled on the offensive line we had when Jimmy was here.
Yeah.
We will probably never see an offensive line like that ever again. Mainly because that was the salary cap for a lot of that. And you're talking about they basically had two starting defensive and offensive lines. You know, everybody they were plugging in would have started on anybody else's team. Then the salary cap comes in and they all change. So let's not compare the two. You know, but like you say, I agree with you, Scott. I think this offensive line is definitely good enough, you know, to get it done. I think we're going to see a huge difference when you talk about a difference in coaching and play calling. So it's like I think we get spoiled on how good they were, like in 16 and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they're still good enough. Just same thing with Tyron Smith. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, oh, Tyron's falling off. Just because he was superhuman so long ago, they act like he's still not that good. You know, it's like you ride him until the wheels fall off. You know, but I don't want to hold y'all too long, man. I have a couple. When he was talking about the Mike McCarthy thing, and I've heard a couple people and say, well, I'm a little skeptical of him. I heard one guy on Twitter. He was talking about, oh, well, I'm not sure. I'm not too sold on Mike McCarthy because he's only won one Super Bowl.
I hate that.
And you know, and I'm not a stats guy. But some of these things, I have to keep careful on some of these people I hear calling in and some people I hear on the radio and stuff because. So I was like, you know what? Let me do some numbers. Let me do my googles, and it started me to thinking. So I started thinking, how many coaches have really won 2 or more Super Bowls? And so I wanted to get a pretty big window, and I look back, and so in the history of as long as there's been Super Bowls, has it been 54 Super Bowls? Somewhere around in there.
Somewhere around there.
So there's only been 13 coaches that have won 2 or more Super Bowls, you know? And you're talking about, you've got guys in that list of Bill Walsh. You've got some of the greatest coaches of all time. Bill Walsh has got 3. You know, even like Joe Gibbs, he's got 3. You know what I'm saying?
Bill Belichick.
So, yeah. You know, Bill Belichick is kind of an anomaly. He's a little bit different because of what he's done. He's kind of like the exception to everything. But I did a winning for 40 years since 1980. 13 coaches have won 2 or more Super Bowls. In the last 25 years, only 9 have won 2 or 3 Super Bowls. Wait, hold on. That's wrong.
Yeah, that might be wrong.
I'm
there.
about to say that's a big number.
That is wrong. That is wrong.
I can name it to you. Since 19.
As long as there's been a Super Bowl, there's only been 13 and win 2 more. In the last 40 years, there's only been 9.
Let's just make it simple, fam.
In the last 25 years, there's only been 3.
Since 2000.
3 coaches in the last 20. Oh, in the last 2 years.
One.
I think it's 3 or 2.
No, it's
been 1.
Wait, because in those 3, Belichick is the only one, because in those 3 people in the last 25 years, it's Shanahan and Coughlin. So, like you say, you're right. In the last 20 years,
and Coughlin. I'm sorry, 2. Coughlin and Belichick. And the funny thing is, Coughlin beat Belichick.
And here's the thing is, Shanahan and Coughlin have only won 2.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got Bill Belichick. So I say all of that can really, when it comes down to it, it's hard as fuck. I was about to cuss there.
You good?
It's hard as hell to win a Super Bowl. You know, so that's the thing about these different things. If people want to throw stats and everything, you got to put all the context around it, and you got to make how much sense does this stat mean to what you're trying to prove in real thing. People just try to use stats and different things, and they don't really put everything around it. You know what I'm saying? How valid is that comment? So, but the thing is, and like we've all said, you know, I've said it several times tonight. The main thing we need to understand is it's pretty simple. Bill Belichick. Mike McCarthy does not have to be Bill Belichick. He has to be better than Jason Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
And to relate that to our defense, with Mike Nolan needs to understand that I would love for this defense to be the next this or that. The thing is, he just has to be better than Marinelli. You know, when as good as our offense is going to be this year, defense doesn't have to be that great. Now, if they are great, which they have the potential to, I think this is what people are scared of.
I agree with you, man. I like what you said
about. I think that's why we get so many Philly fans.
Real quick, hold on. I like what you said about the Jason Garrett thing and then transferring it to the defense with Nolan and Marinelli. I never heard that part of it. So you're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
But we are going to get moving here, brother. We got the button pressed on us here. So I don't want to press it on you, but we got to get going here. All right.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I just wanted to appreciate y'all what y'all doing, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man.
Appreciate you, good sir. Thank you for calling in. That's going to be the last caller of the night. I know we got some more here, but we got to look at James' face. No, he was making some good points, but we gotta keep it moving.
Booth was like, hey.
I know. She pressed the button on us. Booth hit me
with that. Baby.
Was she back there doing the beat? Hey, babe. That's a good call, man. What's the name got me fired up?
Beat, you know when you hear that beat, what's going down?
I know. I think that's why I think our show is what it is. We let people get it out. Get it out.
Get it out. Say it with your chest.
Nope. Yeah.
And another thing.
No, this is the one they do.
One last thing. Hold on. One last thing.
No. Let me get this one up.
And by the way, I love Jason Garrett. You know, I hate to see him go. And then, and Stephen Jones, and when Tony Romo played, back in the days when I saw Danny.
Just one more point. I just got this last point.
Danny White.
I don't know how to. We gotta figure something out. I might have to get a clock.
I love it.
I'm gonna get a clock.
Hey, I don't mind. A minute though.
Hey, tell Sosa to get that clock on the phone.
Yeah, the clock on the phone. Yeah, see,
I gotta be. See, you know why we do it? It's not because I want to rush you off. It's just that other people are on the phones as well,
and they sitting there like, "Come on, man, I want my call."
Yeah, well, let the chat decide. What's the adequate amount of time?
Let the chat. The
chat be like 2 seconds.
Chat be like, hang up.
Chat be in the box be like, hang the hell up. Who's this?
He ain't lying. That's literally what the chat be saying. They be like, yo, hang up.
Like, hang up.
He ain't lying.
All right, click.
So what is it? Is it 2 minutes? Is it 3 minutes? Is that too long?
Hell no, not no 3
90
minutes.
seconds.
A 2 minute hollow is the most for me. You can get it out in 2 minutes.
Yo, I was cutting up some.
I see your dog Sin City.
Sin City came through. You know when Sin City come through, he just came from Vegas. Sin City must have just came from the casino out there.
Yeah, he wants some money. What up, Sin City?
Oh, Todd
Jay
said
Paul
5
said
minutes.
60 seconds. If you can get it out in 60 seconds.
Juwan said 3.
Making his rounds. Oh.
See, it hit me when I was chopping up some of the stuff to put out to the nation. I think one guy was on the phone. I said, "Is this right? Is this 8-9 minutes?" I said, "Damn, we gotta fix this, fam. We can't have people on 8-9 minutes." But I don't mind.
You been doing 5-hour shows though, Sky.
True. I do. My shows be long as hell.
It's like,
which is probably having
like bumping into your pastor while you. Have you ever bumped into your pastor?
3 hours and 47 minutes. God damn.
Damn.
I talk a lot, man.
But what I'm saying is, have you ever bumped into your pastor or something like while you're in the grocery store and you in the South? You know that you had the ice cream in your basket and he started preaching again to you. You be like,
my shit's melting, man.
Ice cream is melting.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I was on YouTube one day and I was just messing with my computer. I went out. I was like, "Damn, Sky's still on." Came back later. I said, "Guys, you still on? What you talking about, dog? Let me get in this feed. What the hell are y'all still talking about, man?"
Yeah, listen. Here's the thing. Like, I have a plan for my shows. I had a plan, and then I open the lines up, and we get to going, and I just be going. That's why when I'm controlling, I'm gonna have to let Law or James control the lines because I just be like, yeah, I'll be listening.
Hour 15 over here, baby.
Then I go look into the chat.
They put suggestions,
and they be like, hang the hell up. I'd be like, oh my bad, dog. You know,
hour 15.
Make good points though. Shout out to you, Sin City. Sin City says, still in the sky on the clouds, walking over these haters. Salute.
Ooh, I like that.
He always dropping some poetry in motion.
Yeah, we dropped on James.
D Cham said, make it like Apollo. get the little loop. Ooh, I might have to get that. I might have to get that.
Get that dance going.
I might have to get the little Apollo man come out. But see, I don't want y'all to feel again. It's all love,
people
callers.
Get mad as hell.
It's all love, and a lot of the times y'all be saying stuff that's thought provoking and gets us talking. However,
but
other people want to get on the line.
But what if we make it like a 1:30 and they know for sure that, hey, I got to get this within 1:30? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or I'm at to press that button.
2 minutes are good.
2 minutes is good. Let's roll with that. Let's find a 2-minute countdown clock.
And I'll be counting. I'll be like 158, 159.
But Jessica, baby, you can call and talk as long as you want, Jessica.
Don't.
Law. He said, don't do that.
903.
I love Jessica.
I said, don't you do that.
But I'm at to mute all y'all if it get too long. Love me some Jess, but we gotta get moving. All right, man. Salutations here, brother.
I ain't got no salutations. I love y'all.
Jason, my salutations is we need to get the hell up out of here for Boo Thang with my ass.
Boo Thang on that ass, dog. And you know school tomorrow over here?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, school starts tomorrow out here.
Hey, man, listen.
My girls go to school.
Oh, see, it got a good thing. 2-minute drill. This is from Radford. And now you can get off the phone
drill.
That 2-minute drill is up
there. It is.
You already scored your touchdown. I like that mindset.
You already seen it. You already locked it down, big dog.
Hey, man, this is why I think we're the most interactive Cowboys show out there. We have the pulse of the nation and all that because we are literally talking to them, figuring this thing out. Because come season time, it definitely ain't gonna be no 9, 8, 7, 5-minute calls. Not happening.
Right.
Because it's gonna be a lot of people that want to get their voices heard, and that's the point of this show is we want y'all voices to be heard just as much as ours are. So we're gonna figure that out, and so I like that. Let's try out the 2-minute thing, and let everybody know coming in. You got 2 minutes. So if you got a soliloquy, as Vach likes to say, pick out the best part of it. Let's get it popping.
And we're gonna tell you what yard line, man, dog. You on the
10
50 yard
seconds.
line right now, fam.
You on the 50, on the 30, on the 20.
Turnover.
Hey, you better hike the ball or it's over.
Shout out to
this
you,
was
Luke.
some good stuff, baby.
I know, I
This
love
some
it.
good stuff. Look at the tail end. Appreciate you.
Juwan said, when you see the shoe flying, you know it's a wrap. I'm ducking.
Appreciate you,
She ain't
Dimitri.
opened the door yet. She in there.
Right.
She keep talking through text.
All right. Listen, before
James, you at the 1 yard line.
I don't-
2 minutes almost over with, James.
I don't want Booth to get mad at me because Booth probably like Scott talk too damn much.
Through text. See, I know code language.
Well, shout out to shit. My phone done died. Yeah, it's not go. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to YouTube, Twitter, everybody that was in the building tonight. I appreciate you guys. Speaking for Silver Blue Nation, Big Game James, Law Nation. Make sure you rock out with us next week. Next week we should have something. I think there's going to be a little bit more.
Aren't they going to be hitting?
Not to the 30th.
God damn.
Yeah, no, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be the 30th. But I think they're going to start doing more walkthroughs or what have you.
They said pads come on next Wednesday, though.
Oh, the pads are next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday.
Okay, so the 30th. I'm sorry, the 30th is the
16th of August.
The 30th is the blue-white scrimmage. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like 16th of August.
All right, yeah. So next week, man. Do me a favor though before y'all dip up out of here. Drop them drop the fire emojis. Hit the like and subscribe to everybody's page, man. We appreciate y'all rocking out with us. As my guy likes to say, man, it's the late night hype.
The late night.
Keep it locked, y'all. I'm sorry, Booth. I really am. Appreciate y'all. Rock out with me. Hey. Context matters. Selfish plug. Check it out. Peace.